What's up with you? What's up with you, yo, man? We got Trump claiming he's got some evidence. Come on in, man. You know, all in without evidence, he claimed that somebody had something to do with him losing. Uh Now he's got some evidence. You know, these people work for him now. He's putting these people in positions, and they're all of a sudden coming up with this nonsense. You know, and this is about black people not voting for him. When he lost, black people, they voted for Biden. They chose Biden over him. They didn't necessarily choose uh, uh, Kamala Harris, but they certainly chose Biden. Chose Biden over him, and that pisses him off. So now I don't know what he's doing, but he's going to address the nation. And he said he wants to talk about crooked, corrupt elections. And he's going after Warnock. He's going after the two Georgia senators, claiming that their elections are illegitimate. You know, and this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. And this is the country we live in. So basically, if he says if they're illegitimate, so when he lost, so what about now? So when he won, came back and won, and you know when he won, they were all Republican presidents. I mean, all Democratic presidents. He's only lost when he's been in office. He won when Obama was in office. He lost. He was in office. He won. Biden was in office. He lost. He was in office. And all of this shuffling the deck and firing these people and all of this, people are not going to be able to truly believe in the system. This is a threat to democracy as we know it, man. It's a threat to our country. And he's going after this brother, this black man. He's going after this reverend. He don't want him to have a job. He don't want him to be a senator because he's black. And this excites his base. When he does this, his base, they go rabid because they like the racism. They like the racism. He's going after this Warnock because of one reason: he's black. He's black, and he won't vote the way he wants him to vote. He won't be a stooge, so he don't like him. So he's just gonna make up lies with no truth, just lies, and he's gonna get on here and challenge this man's legitimacy to be a senator because he's black. And you know, MAGA loves this. This is Trump. Trump's going to give him some red meat tonight. Let's call a black man a DEI. No, you want to talk about DEI? Giving Lindsey Graham's seat to his daughter, bruh, that's not DEI. Whoa, come on, man, come on. That's not DEI. And you see, when the white supremacist, when he does it, it ain't no problem. DEI he ain't got no problem with discriminating against black people, being racist, putting people in jobs they shouldn't be in if they're white. And now he's going to go after this reverend because he's black. That's what he's going to do. These runoffs, and we had to have a runoff, and if it didn't go my way and it's bad, he already said that if he wins, it's legitimate. If he loses, he's going to challenge it. And we got elections, and they the glue that hold us together: integrity, honesty, decency. And this man's finna do this again. And they've been debunked, and they've been looked at, and they raided Georgia's voting rolls. This is just manipulation right here, man. And you got a black man who earned the position. He got voted in office because he's black, a president that wants to try to take it from him. Black voters not voting for him. He don't like that. We see him walking around. He got some people on YouTube. He pays these people. All these so-called black influencers, they're being paid by Trump. All of them having these epiphanies and real. No, they're being paid. The epiphany was the money they put in your checking account. So yeah, you support Trump, which you can. But the reason he's losing is because of black voters. Now, like I said, they didn't agree with Kamala Harris. So he and she, the country voted him back. But January 6th, his increasing attacks on Michelle Obama, Barack Obama, he called Michelle Obama a man. His increasing attacks on Michelle Obama, Barack Obama, he put their heads on apes. He's going after a black man who's a senator because he's black. No proof of anything he's done. What has he done? People that he's placed in positions of power, telling him lies, feeding the lies to the stupid. This is where we're at, man. This is where we're at, and we're gonna get rid of these black voters. These black voters don't know what they're doing. They shouldn't even. That's voter. That's going back to voting polls. That's going back to the days of Jim Crow. Trump wants us to be back in Jim Crow. Trump wants blacks. He tried to take their citizenship. I'm going to say this again. Yeah, you got some stupid YouTubers who support Trump, and they do. And they're black. Yeah, they support him. That man went after your citizenship. He went after yours. Don't give me this stuff he was going after. No, he went after your black ass citizenship. That's why you have the right to be a citizen, the 14th Amendment. He tried to take that from you. He sat up there and took that from you. This man right here who was elected in Georgia, certified, he wants to take that man's seat now. Just take it from him. Take it from him because he's black. And you guys, you do have these clowns. They think he's going to stop there. He's not going to stop. What makes you think he's going to stop? What makes you he's going to stop? It's going to get worse. He already set it up where your vote don't count. He's already set it up. Your vote does not count. You black, your vote is dispersed. They set it up where you're going to be forced to vote for the Republican. It don't matter. And when someone legislates a district, guess what? The money. They control the money. So they could take the Negro, and it's almost like segregation. It's days of segregation now. The blacks, separate but equal, the blacks get nothing. They get nothing. All the money goes into the white communities. And you got dumb Negroes running around here talking about Trump. I mean, they're going to support Trump, or Trump is this and Trump is that. Man, that man hates you. Flat out hates you. He's finna challenge a black man's senator seat with lies, nothing but lies. And you're supposed to believe him. You know what? He's going to hire me tomorrow, put me in charge of elections, and then I'm going to come out and make a statement. Oh, there you go. That's our evidence. I found some files in the back. Yeah, when I got it, when I took over the job, I looked over in the corner. There was a group of files over in the corner. You supposed to believe that, man? This is what you're doing. This is what you're believing. This is where we are. Trump talks election integrity when he was behind January 6th. He orchestrated that. You've had, what, 4 people now? 4 people lost their lives because of these ICE raids? 4 people. Is this what you voted for? Is this the America you want? He said Trump loves black America. It don't seem like, I wouldn't agree with that, man. If black people vote a person in office, he wants to take the man out of office. I don't agree with that. I don't think he don't act like he loves black America. Somebody said he slept with a black woman, and that means what? He loves them? And this is the America that we have, man. This is the new America under Trump, under Donald Trump. Under Donald Trump, a teenager in Mississippi gets found face down, unresponsive under Donald Trump. Teenagers are fighting. Young boys' life is taken under Trump. Under Trump. This is Donald Trump. I think blacks have the highest unemployment right now. This is under Trump. Racism is at an all-time high. Absolute all-time high. Racism is out of control. Out of control under Trump. Look at that. And see, this is a MAGA guy right here. See, you listen to the Trump stooges, right? The black ones, they'll say, he only talking about the immigrants. Man, Trump talking about your black ass. You just too stupid to realize that. That's MAGA right there. Just said, kick them both out. That's MAGA right there. You got MAGA in the chat. We ain't mad at you, MAGA. You can say your piece, just don't be profane. You got MAGA in the chat box. In the chat box telling you how they feel. These Negroes think they're going to stop with the immigrant. Man, they ain't thinking about no immigrant. They finna get you up out of here. Like the stream, man. Trump's going after elected senator. Black people voted for this man. Black people. This is the man they want to be the senator. He's finna take that from them. Oh, we found a burn bag. For some reason. And the white supremacist in the chat box, he don't want you to see that. He wants you, oh no, man, Trump slept with a white, Trump slept with a black woman, man. He cool, man, Trump cool. Oh man, he's going after the black voters. I think they're gonna wake up. I think they understand Trump, man. They understand Trump. We've been going 14 minutes, and immediately now they start talking the gay stuff. You guys are something else, man. Is that what we're talking about? We talking about Trump addressing the election. You talking about the Democrats and the LGBT. Look, brother, you know what, man? We talking about Trump. We talking about Trump. We talking about Donald Trump is electing America, and he's going to feed. He claims he's found some election proof. And you're supposed to believe that. Isn't that something, man? Liking Trump as a black person, woo-hoo, that's a task, man. That is a task. You really got to look the other way on a lot of his stuff, man. Ain't that something, man? Like, I ain't got no problem. I'm going to tell you, I ain't got no problem with Trump. I don't like his racism. I don't care about all that other stuff. I don't like his racism. So that's going to paint me in a corner. But you do have the Negroes who ignore that. And that's slavery. You don't even know that Negro hate Negro. If you ignore racism and you try to find a comfortable place in that's being a slave. He's Jim Crowing these Negroes. Trump is Jim Crowing these stupid Negroes, and they're too stupid to realize it. Talking about they support Trump. Man, this man finna Jim Crow you. Mm-hmm. And we got another chat. There you go. Get up out of here. We got a MAGA racist. We had to put him out of here. Why are they trying so hard to get Negroes to believe in Trump? I mean, but I know. I mean, I get it. I know why. I actually know why they're doing it. I know why they're doing it, but it just don't make sense, man. He surely is making your job hard. I mean, I'm just saying. The man is the senator. He's the senator. Oh, well, he ain't the senator because he's black. He's DEI. DEI? What do you think the Lindsey Graham thing was? Lindsey Graham, go look at his background. He was in the military. We're going to let you serve out your brothers remained in service. That's DEI. Look, did I say they couldn't do it? Nah, I'm just saying. I thought we had a problem with DEI. That's DEI. I thought we wasn't doing that. I thought we was about merit. Isn't that this lecture they gave you? Finally, we're in a merit-based country. It's about the best man for the job. Yeah, but by the way, we're going to let Lindsey Graham's sister serve the rest of his term out. Woo! Woo! That's racism right there, bro. That is some racism right there, bro. Now we got this clown coming on here talking about he ain't found nothing. He just don't want them midterms to get him. Black people gonna turn out on the midterms though. And I hope it's black people because that's really gonna hurt them. That's really gonna piss him off. And he's going to make an address to the nation. He said he got evidence. He have no evidence in 2020. They re-looked at it. All of that. He lost all his cases. They lost all his cases. Once again, we're going to drop the link. We got a guy down there. If you civilized, if you know how to talk like like you got some sense, I don't care if you agree with me. And show me some evidence. Guy said he knows some evidence. Where'd you find it in your microwave last night? Did you find the evidence of the 2020 election in your garage when you finally moved? You finally got that Mustang and put it in the shop and you looked down, there was your evidence? Making up stuff. Man, come on, man. Take a challenge your man. Try to turn the Senate against this brother. Isn't that something, man? Isn't that terrible when you think about it? It's election fraud is highly, highly uncommon. Highly uncommon. And now all of a sudden, he wants to address the nation. And we're supposed to believe the same man who did January 6th. We're supposed to believe that he's for the election, fair elections. That's insane. That's insane. What's up with you, Eric?
What's going on?
Yeah, don't repeat no nonsense, man, that you heard on Fox News. I don't care.
What are you talking about?
Those are not credible places.
I don't watch Fox News. Where do you get that from?
You could have fooled me.
Tell what I said last. I don't even know what's going on. What's this? What's going on? I see you talking about it. So what did Trump do to Warnock? What happened?
He's trying to during his speech tonight, he's going to challenge if those senators are legitimate senators.
Who's them? Him and who else? Just him by himself?
The other one, both of them, the two senators from Georgia, but he's going to say he's all of a sudden found some evidence. We know how that goes. It's it's the same. It's the same foolishness about Obama interfered.
Oh,
And that, see his base likes that. When he gets up, Obama interfered. Okay, when is Obama going to be arrested? Then all of a sudden there ain't no arrest, but he
yeah.
sits up there and tells these lies.
I mean, I've been lying since 2016. So I don't know why people are surprised, but I know it's what what the Democrats need to do. Because I think even though, despite all the lies, I think they're gonna Democrats could lose the midterm elections. They ain't got no plan.
Well,
All they do,
get your Jim Crow boots ready, brother.
all they do is
Go
complain.
go to Amazon and get you some Jim Crow boots.
All right, I'm letting you know they don't have a
Okay,
plan.
I don't give a damn what the Democrats got. I'm tired of people thinking that some kind of way I'm not a Democrat.
Me neither. I'm just
So
saying, but
so I don't care what they do. Get your Jim Crow boots ready. The
that's
man already tell you he don't want black people to have nothing.
well. I mean, can't get no worse than it already is. Last 50, 60 years been stuck at the same numbers, so
Mhm.
can't get no worse than this.
Okay, well there you go.
Um, It ain't like we've been balling out of control in large numbers. Uh,
Okay,
we've had it. We've had it worse than this, and we got through it. So yeah, I just think that every week they're thinking it's gonna hurt them in the midterms, but I don't think so. 3, 4 months from now, they might even gain more seats. You have a couple of them radicals here and there in them states nobody talk about, like Colorado, Nebraska, and all that. Illinois, states that's not premier states, but I don't know, man. This been going
well
on
they
for a
might,
while.
man. They might. We see. I mean, we'll see what happens, man. Trump. We still at war too. Remember, every day you wake up, $2 billion a day
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
thrown away in the Middle East.
Yeah,
Yep, got a lot of things going on, and Trump's just dodging it, man. Nothing sticks to Trump.
yeah, nothing sticks to them. So, but
He's
that
really
war,
got he's got a lot of the Negroes in the palm of his hand, bro. They'll believe anything.
but this war, I remember him and Herschel Walker been running. I
Man,
said,
isn't that
can't
something?
you can't beat Herschel Walker toe to toe. You a weak candidate, man. He
Well,
should have he
he's
should
just
have
gonna be a
destroyed he should have destroyed Herschel Walker.
yeah, but Herschel is just a yes man for him. It don't matter who it is. He wanted a stooge to go in there, and he's gonna control all of that.
Um, but that was still bad. I say this guy's weak. He's he one of them Christian pastors too.
You
I
don't
said,
like
man,
those guys? You don't like a reverend?
they all right. They just don't have the killer instinct. So they're too passive.
To do what? Be a senator?
They depend on they do a lot of pandering. They do a lot of talking
Something like what Trump finna do?
uh, when it's time to do stuff.
Pander to the conservatives.
Yeah, I mean
They
he be
all they all pander to their base, brother.
yeah. So
And no, no, why you don't like this Ralph guy?
I didn't say I didn't like him. I just say I think he
You
was.
don't have to like him, man. Why, I'm just saying you claim he's bad.
I
Help
didn't.
me
I
out?
didn't. Why you always putting words in my mind?
Uh,
I said him and he should have destroyed Herschel Walker.
Not really. Herschel had Trump backing him.
Yeah, but still, you in Georgia. mostly black people. Now you couldn't get people like to vote. That was a real bad sign, man. I said, yeah, this dude ain't gonna be around too much longer, man. I don't care how much Trump and Georgia. I think Georgia got the second most black people in America behind Mississippi, I think, or Louisiana. I know it's top 3 or 4 in America. So them Trump people, they stay like at the bottom half of Georgia, like close to Tallahassee, the Panhandle. But black people in the north part, Atlanta, Valdosta, Savannah, most of those places are black. But Trump don't have a real big base like you think. In some of the southern states, you really don't think. But it's them swing states that got him over the hump.
Okay, well,
You know?
he's challenged the elections and he just won, and he's firing people in charge of them, bipartisan people in charge of them, and they're talking about putting ICE outside of elections. And see, this notion that some kind of way they don't harass or won't. What if they harass people? Do you want to go when you go vote? You just want to go vote, right?
Um,
You don't want to be
Immigrants.
harassed down there. You don't want to be harassed. I have nothing to do with what the immigrant. I don't know what the immigrant gonna do. The immigrant can go or not go. I know I want to go. I don't want to be harassed.
Yeah, but if you think about it, like just like them Black Panther dudes say, if they ICE out here trying to get 1 million people, if they're gonna mistakenly wrap up a 1 or 2 people who are American by like mistaken identity or something, that's just normal. People make mistakes, but you haven't really heard no real stories about nobody like a black mother or sister or daughter getting detained by ICE. Not even one time. If you think about
Well,
it.
okay, good.
Yeah. 'Cause the first thing they do, they get on social media, go viral, get some GoFundMe, claim
So I,
mental distress, start suing.
so ICE is only wrong if they harm a black person.
I, no, I said you don't hear nothing. ICE don't have nothing to do with black people. You've never heard no
Okay, so
story.
ICE is only wrong if they harm a black person.
No, we talking
Okay,
about
what difference does it make? If they're harming innocent people, they're wrong, brother.
illegal immigrants. What they're looking for? People undocumented. That's their job.
The ones in Mississippi, I mean, in Minnesota, weren't no immigrants.
Those are people protesting. Those are regular white people.
Were they immigrants?
No, but no, they
Do you
weren't.
know that? Well, you believe in the First Amendment?
Yeah, freedom of speech, right?
Okay, yeah. Okay, so a person exercising their First Amendment rights, you can put a whole clip in his back.
No, the lady when she was trying to run a dude over.
Or what about the man?
I didn't see. I knew he got killed, but I don't know how. I don't know what happened. I just know he got killed. No, but I don't think they had footage of him.
Yeah, they got footage of that.
Yeah,
Yes.
I only seen the lady with the little Toyota truck or whatever, the little Honda SUV.
Uh-huh.
He shot 3 times and killed her. That's the only one I seen. But I heard the dude died, but I never seen no footage of what happened to him.
They put a clip in his back.
Oh, didn't he have a gun though? I mean, he had a weapon or something. Or he had something, right?
He had a legal conceal and
Yeah,
carry. And
yeah. So
if you watch the video,
okay,
no, go
yeah.
ahead, man. Let me just be quiet because you ain't seen the video, but you know more about it than I do.
No, it's
Good.
coming back to me now. I haven't seen the video. I'm just saying, but they didn't shoot him for no reason. They thought,
There you go. Well, why would they do that, right? They wouldn't take his life for no reason, right?
I don't know what he did. That's
Yeah.
what he had a
He
gun.
had to do something.
Yeah, so
I mean, come on, I'm listening to you. He
obviously,
had to do something. It's impossible for ICE to make a mistake. They don't make mistakes.
but I'm saying
And
the
and,
why.
and, and according to you, they haven't done anything wrong because they haven't harmed a black person.
No, I didn't say that. I said you
That's
haven't
what you've
seen the
been
story.
saying since you've been up here, brother.
I said you haven't seen one story yet where they had like a black mother.
Why
Sister
do I
on,
have to see that? That makes no sense what you're asking me.
because black people, we act like those people are trying to hunt us and looking for us, but they're not. So that's what I'm saying. We play this game like they
What
listen.
difference does it make if somebody is being mistreated and their rights are being violated? Why should I then have no interest if the person happens not to be black? That don't
Because
even make sense. Wait a minute. Isn't that is racist, bro. I'm only concerned if the person black. So if a white person get mistreated, I don't care. You know what? This country, man, is done.
Nobody cares
It's
about.
done. It's done. It's done.
Yeah, it is done. I agree, but everybody
No,
looking
they
out for
don't
your
need
own
to
good.
be. They don't need to harm anyone. And yeah, they do need to try to figure out how they're gonna figure out who's illegal and who's not. They do.
Yeah,
And I'm not gonna say that's an easy job.
yeah, it's a lot of work. So that's the main thing going on because they just shot and killed a dude
You're gonna have to learn how to talk on these streams, brother. I don't even know why you say though. Don't say no nothing about no guns.
oh my bad. But yeah, they just unalived the dude, a Mexican dude in Houston. He was going to work. He been in 30 years. He ain't
Mm.
had no paperwork. Said he they,
You should have got his body went down there, man.
you know,
Yeah, I've been down there. Would been one. I gotta miss one weekend, and so I gotta go to get my stuff, man.
come on, man.
30 years, that's a long time to be
You've been
somewhere
down
you
here
ain't.
a damn quarter of a century plus 5 years. You mean to tell me you ain't
You
legal yet?
you know where you can't do that though? Like a Thailand in these foreign, you can't do that in these foreign. You can't I can't go to no Japan and be on a visa and I can overstay it and get away. But ain't no way I'm gonna be able to overstay it for 3 years. Oh, they'll find me.
Yeah, they'll hunt you down. He had
Yeah.
30. He had 30 years, and they said they start. You can see the video. You know how the police get behind people, they get nervous. They got behind him. You see the van start swerving. He been all on the sidewalk. He got out. He started fighting. They started beating back on him, and I think they shot. I did. You didn't see the video when he got shot, but yeah, you can tell he was nervous by the way he was driving. So you had enough time, man. I see no excuse for stuff like that. So been here since the damn 90s, and you ain't got one piece of paperwork. That's insane. I think it take you like what 7 to 10 years to get like be a naturalized citizen if you come undocumented. I've seen some people take longer, but on average, it take you about close to 10 years. You got to go through a bunch of rigorous tests, and then people don't want to do that, man. They just want to do things under the table. Um, yeah. So yeah, I think the Democrats they not going to, even though people against Trump thinks bad, people are not going to let them get back in power because they don't have a plan for America. So,
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna watch. I'm gonna look at. These people are gonna watch it and update it. But
mhm.
this is America, man. For me, this is insane what I'm watching, man.
Yeah, we done, man. I think this country is done.
Yeah, we supposed to be unified.
Uh,
Trump's doing everything he can to split us apart, man. And it's working.
well, I have never seen as much racism in my life. And you can see like on X, Elon Musk bought it.
Yep.
That damn app. That's the most vile, disgusting thing. Even them damn Middle Eastern politicians, they done ran them off them damn apps for being racist. Even the right wing ones who against black people, they said, man, we have never seen this many attacks from the right. And we supposed to be on their side. So they turning on anybody who ain't white.
Well,
So that's a
well, you're
shame.
right. I agree with you. If you get kicked off X, you probably need to rethink what you post.
Mm-hmm. So they just let them run wild on X.
All types of conspiracy, all that stuff's over there on X, man. Um, you got all types of interference. I mean, our elections. I don't know what's the point, man. We don't have. Trump's right. If we don't have elections, we don't have a country. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do, man? What kind of country we want? We gonna be bankrupt because we fighting a $2 billion a day war. So
Yeah.
we don't have no money.
My birthday was on Tuesday. I went to New York. Man, gas up there 5.29 a gallon. Back in DC now, but I said,
Hmm.
damn. Hey, I don't know what happened, but it seems like I don't know all the black people. I ain't see too many black people in New York. A bunch of foreigners. Crazy as hell. Even up
I
there,
wouldn't, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference, man. To be honest with you, if I
yeah,
went to New York, I would be an outsider. Period.
yeah, I've been all over New York, man, for like 4 days, man. I said, damn, well, I mean, I know they black people there, but like all them vibrant
You
places like
probably was
park,
smart, but you
huh?
probably was smart not to go. You probably was smart not to do. If you ain't from those places, you don't know those people. You probably was smart not
Oh
going.
no, I know the people. I know where I'm at. 'Cause I'm just saying, I never been there. I pass through all the time for work, but I never been there and just relaxing. I had a nice little hotel over there by the Brooklyn Bridge, just chilling out. But when I was going out, going to restaurants and little cafes and diners and shopping, I said, well, the damn black, even in Harlem, it's like half of the population ain't going. It ain't a thousands of people walking by every day like I used to be. So it ain't definitely.
You
It
know,
is.
I get that, but the demographics are going to change, man.
Yeah.
The birth rates are down.
Yeah, that's crazy. Damn.
It's a different America.
Yeah.
But I'm in the South, but they must have moved out here. They down here.
Yeah, I just talked to my cousin in Alabama. I might go down there probably like in the next few months to check on her. I see her in about 10 years.
Hmm.
She said she had got colon cancer 2 years ago. She recovering, and I'm gonna go probably check on her. I've been in Alabama a lot. I've been in Birmingham like what 2013, 13 a long time ago, but probably go down there in a couple of months. But yeah, man, yeah, it's changing, man. It's crazy out here.
This is going to do nothing but divide the country.
Hmm.
And Trump's yet to address any of these racial incidents. I heard things about the autopsy with Nolan Wells. I mean, I don't know. Saw some stuff on TikTok. It was extremely alarming. You have to look at the country, man. Like, what are we going to do? How are we going to join and stay unified? If Trump just constantly screams that he's not being treated fair and election interference, and it just doesn't make sense. Also, there's been proof that Trump told them to delete his name from the files. So nobody even knows what's going on with that, man. The country, man, is at a crossroads, man. I mean, we'll find out, I guess, during the midterms. What direction do we want to go? Do we want to stay with Trump or do we want to change? So I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of faith right now in what's going on. And I agree with you. The Democrats are just weak. They're weak, bro.
Yeah, no type of plan. And if you think they want to hit at
Mhm.
Trump bad, Trump this, Trump that, like what are y'all gonna do about it? What are y'all gonna do about it? They don't have a plan.
So, do you think they should give blacks reparations?
Yeah, we should have been got that. But like I said, the name of the game is you're not supposed to give black people nothing. You're supposed to elevate all these other groups,
Hmm.
give them loans and policies, concrete. When it comes to us, oh no, we for everybody. Everything that's gonna lift everybody, everything that's gonna lift the immigrant, they're gonna lift black people up too, just like Kamala said. I'm not gonna do nothing specific for black people, no.
Well, see, that's
So
when you say I'm not going to do nothing specifically for black people. they've always went under the false narrative that it's all equal and fair for that group. But the group, the immigrant, it's unfair for that group. So we're gonna make special um, arrangement for this group to prosper or to make it in America.
Well, and they got that doc. They got the DACA program and the Dreamers. So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
said they said the people, the kids who came here from illegal immigrants, we're gonna give y'all a path to citizenship. Let y'all go to school, and that's all you can. Just like everybody else. So they turn a blind eye to the fact that they illegals, and they let them get like little jobs that white teens, black teens had back in the night. So when when Trump had said they come in here taking black jobs, back in the days like when I was young, after
Mhm.
high school, we
You
had a
didn't
little.
think you didn't think that was racist?
But look, this is what he's saying. Like,
I know what he said. I'm saying you don't think for a president to say they taking black jobs as if those jobs couldn't be done by whites. You don't think that was a racist statement?
what I'm saying, what I looked at when Biden let them 20 million people in, they drop them off in black neighborhoods.
Mm.
Now I done seen videos with black women on TikTok.
What's a black neighborhood?
Hold on, I'm about to say I done
No,
seen
no. See,
video.
you keep saying you ain't been listening to Fox News. What's a black neighborhood?
A predominantly black area where black people live.
Are they owners there? Do they own homes there?
Yes, like
You
southeast, like
okay?
south.
Show me a section where the majority of homeowners are black.
Uh,
You're not gonna find that. Most of those are renters.
southeast,
They're renters, and show me. You say black neighborhood, like the majority of the business owners are black. So, and
southeast.
my whole point, there ain't no such thing as that. And you look, you can say he did that, but he's doing that because he's got to put them somewhere.
Yeah, and
Well, he
it's
do. I mean, he got to put them somewhere, right? He's more than likely going to put them where he looks at it and says, "Okay, I can get away with putting them here."
but let's go. Let's take it a step further before that. Look during after civil rights movement, like the Asians had to come. They couldn't. They weren't allowed to go in white neighborhoods. So they dumped them in black neighborhoods. Y'all get to
Okay.
get business loans. Hold on, Arabs, y'all get to get business loans. So everybody who's non-white.
Oh, hold up. So you blame who? You blame for that? Black people?
No, what I'm saying is that
Bro, that's you know what? You don't know what you're talking about. That's the politician. You trying to blame one political party, man. They have to be together to do that stuff anyhow. Can't no
yeah, I
one
know
party do that.
bipartisan, but what I'm saying,
Just like his 14th Amendment nonsense. That has to go through the system.
yeah,
So if they are getting something, it's because from the votes came through the House. All that stuff has to be approved.
okay, but
Now, all this dumping immigrants, they don't give a damn about you. So yeah, if that's just the way it is. That's like Elon Musk. He put his what data center in a black neighborhood
what where at?
in
Where's that?
Tennessee.
I never heard that one. I know the
Well, you need to
headquarters.
open up your ears, brother. He put a big data center down there, and they already projected those people are gonna get cancer, and it's nothing but black people around there.
Yeah, I never seen that on the news. I
Well,
know
you ain't
he.
looking for it. You don't want to see that.
I want to see it because people would have been letting everything go viral. People looking for content. That would have been good content.
Elon, well, it's right there. I saw it on Twitter. It's been last 2 years. They've been trying to fight Elon. They don't want those data centers in those impoverished black communities because and then they don't really know the full extent of the fall off of those plants being there.
Well,
But the dumb, no, the dumb Negro, I don't know. He's trying to find some way to kiss up to Trump. Blame the Democrat. Blame the Democrat.
no,
And
Elon gets his money from the government. Elon gets contracts from the government to go wherever he want to go to build what he wants to build.
He put it in the black community. They've been protesting it. They don't want it near their schools. They don't want it near their community. That's just like your waste plants. They
Yeah,
don't put the waste plant in a nice community. They put it in the ghetto.
No, they don't
Train
put it.
train sta- train stations in the ghetto. You got to go to sleep. You got to listen to a train, and then you get all of that that burnt fuel. Kids get in. Kids bring that in, breathe that in while they playing.
No, that's not true.
Environmental racism.
Because they got trains in every major city. They go through all neighborhoods, rich, poor,
No,
middle
they
class.
go through mostly poor neighborhoods.
Well,
When they build them, they don't. Have you ever lived in an affluent neighborhood?
I have.
Oh, well, then I don't even know why you're disagreeing with me because you're not
It's
going to see none of that there.
well, you don't have train stations. You got because it's in the that's why it's called affluent. You away units. It's
You're
suburbs.
not going to have train railroads going through those neighborhoods.
I understand that.
When they architect those neighborhoods, they make sure they put them, boom, okay, this is prime real estate, right? And then they charge you a lot of money to live there. But if you
Yeah,
ain't got no money, if you just a common man, or just a common person, you're going to be living in bad situations.
yeah. But my whole thing back with the Democrats is that you got black people complaining now. It's like they having a hard time now. They flipping it.
So what
Black
should
people,
should
black
they get? So should they give blacks reparations?
they
Because
got to give some
I hear
something
them saying
policy, a crime bill,
that ain't what
a
that
hate
ain't what they
crime,
said. Oh, that's what they want. Hold on, hold on, man.
a
Hold on,
hate crime bill, or
hold on,
something.
hold up. That's what black people want.
Hate
Some
crime.
some criminal reform.
I said hate crime, sir, not criminal. We already got that. All black people
Well,
aren't
I don't
criminals.
know that they got the votes. They don't have the power to do that.
Well, they had it under Biden and Kamala, and nothing got done. That was the last straw.
No,
Obama had
they
eight.
did it for. I think they did it for
The
other.
Asian hate crime, the Asian bill. Yep,
Well,
yep.
I'm saying, why didn't they do it for blacks?
Because, like I said, I didn't give you a bunch of examples. You're
Okay,
not supposed
so
to
that was
give black
bad.
people
So
marginalized group. We are marginalized group, and
mm,
you're not supposed to give us nothing but a
I got
concert.
you. So it was bad that they didn't give that to the black community, right?
Uh, well, I mean, the bill came about because I think that Asians was getting attacked during COVID
Okay,
or
okay,
something like that.
okay. Asians got it. I'm saying blacks never got it under Biden and Kamala, right?
They didn't get nothing at all. Nothing, not
Okay,
one thing. Go ahead.
they ain't nothing at all. Um,
I'm serious. Nothing at all. Nothing, not one thing.
okay. Why don't Trump do it?
Well,
He's in
Trump,
power.
yeah. Well, he has like given money to like the colleges and stuff. He has done that. That's pretty much all I can say he's done
Do
of
mhm.
significant. Only to the
You know the
HBCUs,
percentage of blacks who go to college?
probably like 30, 40%.
Okay, so 70 got nothing from them.
Yeah, but you can still.
Bro, you can vote for Trump 3 times if he lets you get away with it.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous, man. You know,
You're not gonna even white people only fit half of white people go, so you can't blame the people for not going to college. That's just economics. So
okay,
he
but you
made
were talking
room.
about doing something. They haven't done anything. Neither party has done anything for black people. Like you
since
just
the,
talked about
since the
the
civil
growth,
rights. So and then that's why
just like
people
the
see
growth, the population growth has stayed stagnant. Neither party is trying to, they know what they're doing.
this is why the thing now is black people not voting and staying home, and they calling black people dumb and stupid. So if I'm just gonna go
Who is
vote and get a
they?
damn,
What show me the they that are saying that?
you got the Democrat shields, you got the
Okay,
Democrat,
and so hold, so someone who's a paid
yeah,
Democratic influencer, right?
uh-huh.
That's what uh,
They
uh, drives the community. That drives your decision making.
no, they try to persuade. It's to keep the blacks in line, feed them,
Mm.
give them, sell them a
And what
dream,
does do you know that
give
they
them,
do you know
give
that
them.
do you know the Republican Party has paid influencers?
Well, the way the Republicans go,
Oh,
that's the
this
white
guy,
man.
bruh.
They do,
Whoa, this guy, bruh. Wait a minute. You think the Republicans don't have paid influencers?
they do.
Okay, yeah. When you go and look at these shows, these Piers Morgans, these Megan Kellys, the all of the little talking heads, those people are paid to do that. The
I
guy that's
understand.
on the guy that's on CNN who claims he talked to McConnell. He's a paid Republican influencer.
Yeah, Scott Jennings. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's paid to say that stuff.
But they get Trump in to push the
It's
agenda.
ridiculous, man. It's okay for him to do it. I know. I got you, man. So hold up, the Democrats can't. You Democrat can't have no paid influencer, but the
I
Republicans can.
I didn't
So
say that.
what the Democrat got to do, bro?
I'm saying no, but they
Bro, the
now they
Democrat
switched
ain't
it. They
gonna buy
done
you. The Democrat ain't gonna buy you no Cadillac
okay.
and some new shoes. Okay,
So okay,
hold up,
exactly.
and pick your hair out. He don't. They're not gonna do that. So don't vote for him.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what's
That's
gonna
what I'm saying.
happen.
Don't vote for him because that's what you're waiting on them to do. You're wasting your time.
Yeah, okay, so that's what I'm saying. That's why they done switch now. They done switch the Democrat shields and influence to telling
They buy me a
Democrat.
Cadillac.
Yeah,
No, you buy me a Cadillac, Mr. Democrat. I'll vote for you.
yeah. So yeah, that's why I say Trump. That Trump probably go. They still the Republican will keep all the power, and the Democrats can lose badly. That's all.
But
So there
that's
you
not
go.
good for you, though, bro. That's what I'm saying. You saying it like that has nothing to do with you.
Okay, what's going to happen to me?
When you don't
What
have
what
no
can it,
your right, you
what
have your
what
right. They're
what
gonna
what
do.
right what right can they take if I ain't got nothing right now? What can they do to me as
Okay,
a
well, I
black
agree
man?
with you. You think you don't have any rights? Okay,
What all I got is my amendment rights being a United States citizen. Other than that, what can they take? They can't. What can they do to me now?
there you go, man.
See all that scaring people that don't work no more. Like I said, if people thinking it's right now, it's all or nothing. It can't get no worse. The hell with it. No voting because I can't get nothing but a damn sticker. I'll sit my ass home. Gas costs too much. That's what it is. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Every time people ask in groups and you see the
Hmm.
problems, you gonna curse me out, call me damn out. I'll
Well,
just stay
why
home.
don't if you want reparations for black people, why don't you put together a movement?
We already got that. It's
Wait
already
a
been
minute,
done.
that financially gets together. No, you're right there. You got separation. You got ADOS and you got FBA. Both groups, basically, the message is the same. But that tells you right within that they have separation.
Yeah, because
Why don't you get people so that they can finance a candidate so that they can have a shield, a FBA shield, and that FBA shield can go on a CNN, can go on all these talk shows and let the people know what the deal is. Why don't they do it? What are they waiting on?
that's already been presented.
Hold up. You ain't supposed to sit back and wait on the white man to
Okay.
do right by you. I'm
Well,
waiting on the white man. White man ain't gave me nothing. He
uh,
ain't gave me no Asian hate bill. The white man, he
all
ain't
right.
gave me he ain't gave me nothing. I'm just gonna stay in this cornfield.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a Negro. All I am is the white man. Hey, Mr. White Man. Where's the
Yeah.
white man? You didn't turn your back. That's slavery, bro. You know what you just said? That is slavery. Mr. White Man, you don't love me no more.
Yeah. All
You
right.
don't love me no more, Mr. White Man. You just let me pick your cotton. You done
But
brought all these people over here, Mr. White Man. Mr.
if
White Man, why don't you love me? Don't you love me, Mr. White?
yeah.
This is what these guys are saying.
Platinum,
This is
listen.
what they're saying.
Platinum.
That's slavery, brother.
Hey, when Westmore got the reparations bill, he's a Democrat. He turned it down. It needed to be studied more. In California, when Gavin Newsom, they
So,
said it was for no. They
oh,
said it was
I
for.
know. Hold up,
Oh
brother,
no no
brother.
no 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 no. Let me
I
finish.
know
Let me.
about Gavin
So
Newsom,
we did
And
everything.
Westmore.
They did
I said,
everything they could do.
what you got to give them a reason, though.
They did
The
everything they
country
nope.
don't work. The country don't work the way you think it works.
Okay, well
You
we started
no.
ADOS, FBA, grassroots, no money.
You want a handout.
Okay, all right.
That's what you want. You want
Okay,
somebody to give you something. And that's
okay.
your problem. You want
No,
to be given. Listen what I'm saying. As a grown adult man in
no,
America,
it ain't
you
about
want
me.
somebody, hold up. You want somebody to give you something. And we can wait on it. And what did
Okay.
they say when I was growing up? My daddy used to say, "Oh, you want me to give you something?" He said, put your hand out.
Yeah.
He said, take your hands. He said, use the bathroom in your left hand and hold out your right hand.
Yeah.
He said, and wait on something to happen.
Yeah, but back
He
then
said, nobody
that's
gonna
the
give you
point.
nothing. You got to go out here and get it. And I know, wait a minute, but see, oh man, that's that old pick yourself up.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Don't pick yourself up.
Yeah, and what
No,
I'm
okay. Wait on
listen.
him to bring. Wait on that. Wait on the white man to bring you a Meals on Wheel plan and take care of you, Mister. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm the
And
and the,
listen, hold on.
hold on.
What I'm
And Mister,
saying is that
hold up, Mister White man. It's supposed to be just you and me in America, Mister White. Bruh, come on, bro. You know what, bro? I'm just
yeah.
watching.
All right, but back to the thing. Grassroots, ADOS, and FBA started off on the internet 3-4 years ago. The fact that
I
they
think it
got
was
that
longer
far.
than that.
Okay, well, anyway, wherever how long. The fact that
I
they
think
got this,
we might be
they
looking
got
about 9 years.
well, they got the bill on the desk of these Democrats, and it even got to the White
What
House with
bill?
Mitch
Hold on, hold
McConnell.
on, hold on. What bill do they have?
The bill was presented for the reparations,
ADOS.
and they
Hold on,
and
hold
they
on.
turned it down. Hold
They
on,
have a bill. They have
this
a
is the
bill.
yep, this is documented
No.
stuff.
How'd they
This
get it in there? How'd they get
every
it introduced?
every all this stuff is documented.
How did they get the bill introduced? That's got to
I,
go through a politician.
exactly, and that's how it got on the floor of the
And they
Senate.
where show
Hold on,
me?
okay, you got to
Show
Google
me
it.
the politician back. This guy.
I just see you don't want me to break it down
They
because you don't
don't
tell me the
believe
truth.
in elections and voting, brother. How? What politician
All right, I just
is
said
going to do
Westmore.
it? How you going to get a bill introduced? Bill got to be introduced.
I said Westmore. I just told you
Okay, I'm gonna tell
Westmore.
you right now. Right now, I'm just
All
gonna.
right,
I'm gonna take out my note. I got a notebook over here.
all right.
I'm gonna write a new bill of rights. This is Platinum's new bill of rights.
You know, let me talk
Hold
to
up,
what
hold
the
up, hold
thing.
up. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna stick that on the halls of Congress. I'm gonna thumbtack that, and I expect them to
Yeah.
pass that.
Well,
They're gonna look at me and say, "What are you talking about?"
when you look up reparation
I
bills in California and Maryland and other states, they're gonna say it. It got close, but
don't think it's that. I don't think the bill you talking about
yeah,
was introduced by them.
the
There's been a
government,
bill. There's been a bill, a reparations bill for what? How long? In
the
fact,
governor.
in fact, the brother back in the day, and I don't know his name, the black brother, he was a representative. The brother, he put that bill out. I guess he was trying to stay in office. He fed them black folks the illusion that white people was gonna get him some reparation. That man put that bill up every chance because they bought it up. It was black people complaining about him. So
Yeah,
he keeps sticking that bill up. But look at his community.
yeah,
Look at his district. His district
yeah,
is pathetic.
yeah,
But
and that's how it
hold
is.
on, hold on, hold on. But he comes out and he dangles a reparation bill in front of Negroes and Negroes. Oh yeah, man, see, we need to go get us some reparation,
Yeah, I mean,
bruh.
it can be other things other than money. It can be
Was
land
it
grants.
Connors? Was it Connors doing that? We
Who?
going back to what? We going back to Connors? I think that was right around with the Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, but it
There
can
was
be
some
other
guy who
things.
was a
Just
black
as,
dude. No, black dude. I didn't really keep up with it, but looking now as a shit, hell yeah, he was trying to stay in office, man. He didn't care. He wasn't gonna
yeah,
get no. He wasn't gonna put no jobs.
yeah,
He's not gonna do what he's supposed to do as a representative. He's not gonna get out there, roll up his sleeves,
yeah,
work with others, bring jobs there,
yeah. But
get schools there, get schools there. He wasn't gonna do that.
yeah, but to
What he
go
was
to the
gonna do is sit back, get him a nice car, get him a big house, get him a bunch of women, right? And walk around in pimp suits and then dangle a reparations check in front of Negro. Hey, man, no, I'm just saying that. You know, I mean, you're right. We got a long way to go, bro.
hey, but listen, the job of the government is to make the people's lives better. It's the bottom line. Everybody got to get something. I'm just saying, when it comes to black people, they'll slide these little bills and these little plans and proposals with these other groups that nobody bats an eye. But every time it comes to black people, it's a bunch of red tape. All they got to do is just show up to America
Maybe,
undocumented
maybe,
legal.
maybe you need to go.
Yeah, I
Maybe you
can't. It's
need,
like you
maybe
say,
you,
we can't go to
no,
China. We
no.
can't go nowhere.
You can't. Yeah, I don't know about Canada, but I know that
We can't go nowhere and do that.
Mexico will get you up out of there. I know a lot of those.
Everybody, damn
I
near.
know, yeah, Korea. No, they're gonna look. It ain't gonna be about you in Korea for 30
Africa,
years.
yeah,
You in for 30 years, and all they go knock on your door and ask you to
yeah.
come down to immigrate. Um, but
Because you got to get them address when you're on your pack. That's why they ask you for your
but
address where
that's
you
once
staying at.
again that.
Yeah, that's
But
why.
okay, man, because you've been drinking the Kool-Aid, brother.
No, I drink. I'm just saying. That's why they. That's what I'm
You've
saying.
been
That's why they.
drinking the Kool-Aid.
When you go to them countries,
Eric,
they say
Eric,
where you
Eric,
stay at, where
Eric,
you live at,
Eric,
huh?
Eric,
Huh?
Eric. Look, you've been drinking the Kool-Aid.
Kool
You
Aid for
think
what?
the hold up? You think the Democratic Party
Uh huh.
is gonna be 100% lockstep with FBA
I didn't
and
say that.
AD? Wait a minute. Watch this. Let's see. Watch this. With FBA and ADOS. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. If they do that, that's gonna be a problem because they don't even like each other.
Who's they?
FBA, ADOS don't fuck with each other, bruh.
We're not talking about that though.
That's
I'm
the
just
same.
saying.
That's the movement. You talking about reparations movement?
I'm done talking about that. I'm just talking about any type of policy that'll give people, marginalized group like black people, equal footing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So that's the thing now.
Well,
Everybody,
you got to make them do it.
the veil has
They
been
got to have a
uncovered.
reason to do it.
The
If I
veil,
if I got a business community, if in a district, I got a lot of businessmen, and I got a lot of families, right? Who got we go to church, our
mm,
kids do good in school, and people like that pressure politicians to do something for them.
yeah,
When they see Negroes drunk in front of MAPCOs,
yeah. That's not
they're
that.
not going to do anything for you. And also, your community going to stay the same.
Yeah, you
When
can't
they see
blame.
y'all, hold up, when you see all the thugging, when you look out there, you see all the thugging, those communities, everybody going to do nothing for him.
All right, so the symptoms, you blaming the symptoms for why they not helping black people. That's what you're doing. You victim blaming. You blaming the blaming the.
I'm blaming the politicians that's only going to do things for the people they figure they can get the votes for. They're going to do what you tell them to do. Now you just said don't vote for don't vote for nobody until they address black concerns. I got you, man. Okay.
That's all. That's all I'm saying. For
That's
bottom
one way
line.
to look at it. That's one way to do it.
Yeah, I'm not saying yeah, because it's been too long. But if it a benign, they call it benign neglect policy. That's when they start talking that
I
one
got you. I
tie
got
lift all boats. Nothing ever gets
you.
done.
Okay.
It's just a bunch of
Okay.
talking.
We'll see. The Democrats need to win. We'll see if they say, hey, let's go and
Eh, eh,
what did Ice Cube had? Ice Cube had a platinum plan.
Yeah, and
Let
Trump
them
met with
will they
them.
will they call in an Ice Cube and will they sit down and then say, hey, these are the things we promise if we win. These are the things we promise to do. We'll see.
They
You know,
did that. Trump sat with them, but Biden didn't, and Biden won, and that was the end of that. And then everybody turned on Ice Cube. So, and Ice Cube said, "How we gonna get ahead as black? We ain't got no money. You know, we need something, some type of economic plan for us. That's all. Ain't about no reparation. That's all people are saying. And every time we get to the
I
point,
won't wait a minute. No, you didn't man. See, this is what I'm saying. Look,
hold on, you want no?
I want reparations. I
But
want 5 minutes.
you just
Brother,
said you
listen to me,
begged the
bro.
white man begging you to. You say that somebody begging a white man to
I
give me
want
something.
reparations. Well, no,
Okay,
if you want to look at it like that, but I'm
yeah.
not gonna stop living. I
Nobody said
still
they
want my
stopping living.
I
Yeah.
want reparations. I want it now.
All right.
I
Okay.
want $5 million. We had a dude call up there talking about 50,000 or
You crazy
100,000.
as
No,
hell.
you can take 100,000. I want 5 million.
And that's all I'm saying. So now, what I was saying about the Shields, now they starting to turn Kamala, Roland Martin, them. Now they on the internet now. Oh man, black
Oh,
people
so they're not
don't vote.
shielding them. Well, wait
Yeah,
a minute.
they done turned.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know what? By saying that, that means what? They're no longer shields now.
Yeah, they done switch over now. Look
It
it up.
wasn't that the problem. You didn't want them to be shields, right?
Yeah, and that's why they won. They finessed the election, won, and they ain't got nothing done. And when people say, "Man, y'all won," okay, what about us?
I think if not both, one of them, one group needs to go out. I would
Yeah, but what I was just saying
listen
is
to
that
me.
you see,
If I if it was me,
you doing what? If
I would take either ADOS or FBA or together. I recruit a Jasmine Crockett. someone who understands
Nah, she not gonna.
politics. Wait a minute. You just said she done turned the corner. And
No,
she, I'm gonna
she.
tell you what she could. No, no, no. I'm gonna tell you what she could do. You can get her elected. You get a rep seat because now that she's out, she can move. She can go to where she knows she can win.
Yeah, she
Um,
not.
and then hold up. If you back her, you got a voice speaking for your specific needs, and that's how you got Trump in office. Trump, that one guy, Edison, he gave that man over $100 million. Trump, he donated to Trump, and Trump's been taking care of him. It's about money, man. This ain't no such. If you this the white man gonna do good by me, you dreaming, brother. That is some Toby be good nigga shit. That's exactly what any dude that's walking around talking about something. The white man gonna do good by us. That is some Toby be good nigga. So that's on him. I never would say nothing like that. I want my reparations, but I'm not gonna sit back and wait for the white man to do right by me. I'm not gonna do that one, brother. And I think a lot of us, I think that's the problem with a lot of us, man. There you go. Look at it. He said, look at that. There you go.
Black people been fighting
There
for
you go.
equality and justice for the longest, for 50,
Mhm.
60 years.
I know that. He said, look what he's saying. Isn't that
Yeah,
something, bro?
what chat you be reading? I don't be seeing that stuff you be talking about. Where's that chat
Oh,
at?
that's right, right next to
The
the
com, the
stream.
com, the
You
chat.
you on your phone?
Yeah, I'm on my phone. I see the
Yeah,
chat, the comments.
you probably had to be on the desktop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't be seeing that stuff. I only see like the chat from like the actual YouTube. That's the only one I see. I don't see what you be seeing. I be wondering what you be talking about.
They come in here and they clown, man. They come in here and they say that, and Trump's going to address the nation tonight. He's talking about runoffs and black voters. Once again, black voters. And the dumb Negro constantly tries to toe tap for trying to be a good Toby be good nigga for Trump. I hope it works out for you, brother. That's exactly what they do. Trump's trying to take your Fourth Amendment. Toby be good nigga. There you go. I hope it works out for him, bro. Like the stream, man. We tell the truth over here, bro. We tell the truth. And we're going to keep doing it. Talking about Jim Crow. Go pick you some cotton. I don't know. You think Ralph might lose his seat? I don't know. I don't know.
I think that girl Keisha Lance Bottom, she might win the governor in Georgia. She got a lot of support.
If Trump, hypothetically, if Trump takes the two sitting senators from Georgia, if he has them removed, should black people get upset about that? Like the stream, man. Support the platform. Here we go. Let me get this clown out of here. Goodbye. Boop. Trump will talk elections tonight. Let me see. I think it's 8 o'clock. Let me see. When is this thing gonna go off? NBC, ABC, they're not covering it. They don't want to cover it. You can watch reruns of Alf. Reruns. What we got? Donald Trump. Let me hold on. I got it right here.
Yeah, like I was saying, what was you saying to me? Oh, if Trump take the two senators, what's gonna happen?
Eastern time 8. So Eastern time 9 p.m. And Trump's doing this on purpose. Right by 9 p.m. I think that's Sean Hannity on Fox, and he's gonna go straight to Sean. He might as well just do it from Sean Hannity's little studio. Um, if you want to see some clown show, look at Fox News tonight. Just watch Fox. Don't say nothing. Just sit back, get your popcorn. Don't say anything. Just sit back and, and listen to. You're gonna say what? Man, these people will say anything. And then you got the dumb Toby Be Good nigga Negro who believes every bit of it. No, man, he right, man. No, man. Trump, he did the most for black people. Trump, man. When he tried to take your 14th Amendment right. Woo! That's where we are, man. Like the stream, brother. Support the platform. Go ahead. Your mic messed up? I think you got mic problems, bro. We got the join link posted, man. I've been trying to get somebody MAGA. They keep running. I don't know. I don't blame them. You can't justify Trump. You just can't justify the things he's doing. We're in the middle of war now. We're in the middle of war. You got the Be Good nigga Negro who make excuses for that. We got dead Americans behind ICE, the Toby Be Good Negro. They're sitting around, they're making excuses for that. Trump's trying to take away the 14th Amendment. You had a bunch of Toby Be Good Negro trying to justify that. They're living in a fantasy world, bro. They're living in an absolute fantasy world. They're living in a fantasy world. Like the stream, man. We got the join link posted, man. We'll take your thoughts. Here we go. We'll take your thoughts. We trying to figure this thing out. We gonna tell the truth over here, brother. He says Trump has 34 felonies and he's been found guilty of SA, but he calls the Democrats criminals. Yeah. 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 They said that he had his name redacted in that Epstein file. And he has all types of stuff going on, man. And I saw the guy up there scared to admit the election, somebody had interfered in the election. I saw that. I saw that he was afraid to admit it. Trump was watching. He knows Trump is sitting back watching. Through the Supreme Court, brother. And if you don't know, go catch up on it. He's trying to take away the blacks people's citizenship. He don't want them to have citizenship because they vote. He don't like black people voting because they don't vote for him. And that's what this is about. This is another attempt to interfere with your voting. Yep. Democrats had a black president and a black vice president woman. There you go. Yep. Yep. Joe Biden put the Kanaji Jackson, put her on the Supreme Court. A lot of stuff has been done. But you can, if it ain't enough, it ain't enough. It ain't enough. It ain't enough. But the politics don't work that way, man. The politician is going to do something for the people who got money and put money in his pocket. That's why Negroes never get anything. Negroes walk around with the Toby Be Good Negro mentality, and that's why they don't have nothing. That's why they don't have anything. That's why they'll always struggle, bro. They'll never have anything. Yeah, Trump. We'll see tonight. He's gonna make history again with his claims. You know, they were debunked, and he wants almost like he's trying to force you. He's literally trying to force you to believe his claims. There was election fraud when there was no election fraud. He's ready to argue with you, fight with you, wrestle with you to believe that it was no election fraud. Like the string, man. You good with that, bro? But stop putting that word in the chat box. Mm. If the Republicans lose the primary, Trump is going to start a civil war. He might. He might. I hope not. I hope not. I do. I hope not. Yeah, some people out here saying some negative things about him. Yeah, guy just said, I'm a black man. I'll never support Trump again. He said, I'm a black man. I will never support Donald Trump again. He admitted he made a mistake. He gave him a shot, and this is what we have to deal with now as a country. This is what we have to deal with right now. This is the type of lies. But and MAGA loves this. MAGA loves this. They love the accusation. They love the lies. MAGA loves this. They eat off of this. And you got the Toby Be Good Negro blacks who want to make excuses for Trump. I don't know what we're going to do, bro, if this country falls apart. He says it's trying to bankrupt the country. A lot of these scenarios, we've never understood it. I don't think that we've ever been pushed that far. But this is going to cost us, man. Bill Clinton left office with a $3 billion surplus. Yep, $3 billion. Yep, if you had money in the banks, you got some major return on a lot of your investments. He said I should have voted for Harris. Harris would have been better than this. Wow. Mm. He said a host is a tether. A tether from Mississippi. A tether from Mississippi. Ain't that something? From Mississippi. You sure? Because see, these guys claim that stuff. They're the tethers. I'm from cotton fields, brother. Something you and your ancestors know nothing about. But the difference, we ain't no Toby Be Good Negroes. And we're not stupid, so we're not going to This man's finna challenge the election, and you think we cool with that? That's just being stupid. Like the string, bro. They really try to tell black people how to vote, man. They don't like black people to vote for, have a brain and do and vote for themselves. They don't like that, bro. Dude called me a tether. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's when you think about that, that is crazy, bro. Like the stream, man. Yeah, it's going the country's being divided, man. We're gonna have a hard time coming together. Black community, bro. You know, the Christian community, the black Christian community is gonna have a problem if he goes after this reverend. If he goes after this reverend and try to challenge his election, that's gonna draw him fire. You know, a lot of the Christian community supported him. That's gonna create a lot of problems, man. The Christian community supported him. And they expect him to serve their interests, serve their needs. That's what they expect. They don't want him not to serve them. Okay, good. You say he gonna be upset. He said, "I'm Christian." Period. There you go. You're right. I stand corrected. Taking that man's seat from him or accusing him of that. You got a lot of Christians who support him. They're gonna be upset with that. Somebody just blamed Obama. Okay. Somebody just blamed Obama. He blamed Obama for what? He blamed Obama. And we're in the age of the internet, man, and people trying to do these things and all of that. You're gonna always have the white supremacists. Like the straight man, support the platform. We might do 6 hours. I think I might do all the way through the election. I might do all the way through the election. Like the stream, man. We got the join link posted, man. We'll take your thoughts. We might go all the way through the election tonight. Why not? Why not? Why not do a good 9 hour stream? Get things going. Trump is talking election integrity. He's talking election integrity. Donald Trump claims he has some evidence, some new evidence. Somebody's going to come out. They're going to make some statement. And I don't know, man. You tell me how it's going to go. Seriously, you tell me how this thing is going to go out. Somebody's going to come out with a lot of nonsense and fakeness. And we'll see, man. We'll see how it plays out. We got we got Trump. Hold on, let me show you something. Trump. Oh, we got Trump in the face of all of these allegations. They said they out in full force for this one, bro. And this is something. This is what he trying to do. Is he trying to get his because of this America first or whatever? Is he trying to get his base? Is he gonna feed them this red meat to try to get them back in line? Dangle this in front of them to make them think that this is the right thing to do? It looks like it. I'm looking at the senator right here saying he's trying to interfere with this year's election. He's trying to justify it by suggesting that there was interference before. And that how does that make sense? Somebody interfered with 2020, so I can interfere with 2026. Yeah, that makes sense, don't it? That makes sense, though. And the country's supposed to stay divided. The country's supposed to stay in a situation like this. Mm. NBC, ABC will not air Trump's primetime address. And this is where we stand, man. Let me show you this right here. We got right here the Trump election
What's
scare
going to
right
happen tonight?
here. Here we go. Right there. Right there. Fair use, fair use. We got the senator right here who talks about Trump here.
Here's what's going to happen tonight. The world's most famous sore loser will deliver a primetime presidential sour grapes address to pursue his 6-year-old grievances about the 2020 election, while his war in the Middle East spirals out of control and the cost of living continues to rise for Americans across the country. I expect the president to reheat debunked conspiracy theories about the repeatedly litigated and audited and confirmed 2020 presidential election in Georgia, an election that Donald Trump lost. And let me be very clear about this. If the president declares Georgia's elections illegitimate, or if the president declares Georgia's sitting United States senators illegitimate, he is declaring Georgia voters illegitimate. It's Donald Trump who tried to defraud Georgia voters in that election. Donald Trump who tried to commit election fraud when he called Georgia's Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger, and it was caught on tape, and you should play the tape for your viewers today, and badgered and bullied Georgia's top election official to, quote, find him the votes that he needed to win in a state where he had lost.
No, hold up. That's not all of it. Wow, I ain't know. No, they still got something. I don't know what happened right there. Hold up, let me do this right here. I'm scared to. Let me put this up right there. How about that? Yeah, there we go. How about that? What happened right here?
Here's what's going to happen tonight. The world's most famous sore loser will deliver a primetime presidential sour grapes address to pursue his 6-year-old grievances about the 2020 election, while his war in the Middle East spirals out of control and the cost of living continues to rise for Americans across the country. I expect the president to reheat debunked conspiracy theories about the repeatedly litigated and audited and confirmed 2020 presidential election in Georgia, an election that Donald Trump lost. And let me be very clear about this. If the president declares Georgia's elections illegitimate, or if the president declares Georgia's sitting United States senators illegitimate, he is declaring Georgia voters illegitimate. It's Donald Trump who tried to defraud Georgia voters in that election. Donald Trump who tried to commit election fraud when he called Georgia's Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger, and it was caught on tape, and you should play the tape for your viewers today, and badgered and bullied Georgia's top election official to, quote, find him the votes that he needed to win in a state where he had lost. Here's what's going to happen tonight. Misconduct, presidential misconduct, to abuse the bully pulpit and to abuse intelligence authorities and declassification authorities, if indeed that's what he'll do tonight, in order to pursue his sour grapes election denialism, trying to overturn an election that he lost 6 years ago. And I think that every elected leader in the country, Democrat or Republican, has an obligation to denounce this.
Yeah, there's another piece on there where he goes in on Trump, and he talks about Trump's racism, and I mean, hey, that's how slavery was. Racist, you had to tolerate racism in slavery. You had to accept it. You had to accept it. You had to accept racism. When you look at Trump's lies, they're gonna be people who believe it, and they're gonna say some whoever did this or whatever happened. Oh, that's evidence. Look at the evidence he got. He got evidence. He got evidence. So even without evidence, he got evidence. Even without evidence, he got evidence. They're going to believe him. Donald Trump is tearing us further and further apart with this nonsense. He's ripping us apart. I don't know. I don't know what the end goal is. I don't know. A part of the system is you have a midterm, which has always been, the midterm has always been, you are held accountable for what you did during your 2 years, because you got to be sort of a centrist. You can't lean too far. He wants to lean too far, then try to keep doing it. What's up with you, Tabor?
Man, getting to it over here stressed out. What about yourself, man?
Oh, I'm straight, man. Super
As you
straight.
should be. Square biz. Um, man, I'm glad you're talking about some more things with Trump, man, because I've been seeing some crazy things online. You know, boys ain't been talking reckless about Big Dog. but they can't do his job. So
Mhm.
all you can do is talk reckless about it.
Oh, bro. Well, hey, man, hey. I mean, I don't know what you mean by that. There's a whole lot of people who can be president.
I mean, if they could be, they would be. It ain't hard to get on the ballot. You
Uh,
got to
uh,
start with 5
uh,
bands, right?
wait a minute. So, well, now, okay, well, why he talking about this election interference?
Because it's something to be talked about.
But no,
It's something that matters because
oh,
people do
okay.
it.
So is he pandering to his base? Is he
Nah,
pandering to his conspiracy theory base who believe in this stuff?
nah. I think he believe in it and know what went on. And he's pandering more to his ego. And nobody matters in this situation with Trump. He using whoever he got to use to get where he got to go. I would think he's always been like that. Coming from the city he from, coming raised how he was
But
raised.
do you think that's good for us, though?
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
you got y'all even the folks in the comments, you could be mad about what Trump doing, but keep in mind this is how America has been ran. It's just on the forefront now, and because so many other things is going on, you worried about it.
Hmm.
He ain't doing nothing different than any other president have ever done. It's all. I think you said it not too long ago. Yeah, you just said it not too long ago. Or was it the dude on the video about the prices of things are going up? Like it's been happening like that as long as I've been alive. McDonald's ain't
Hmm.
never been a McDonald's price. Every 5 years or
Do,
something like that, it goes up.
do you think we should have a war in the Middle East?
Yeah, we need that money. America needs its power. We
Mm.
got to We got to
So
actively be at war.
America makes money by being in that war?
Yeah,
How?
I mean, let's not just say America, right? Let's say the person in charge, because there's more than one way to eat.
So, well, so he should make money like this is his business?
Yeah.
Well, you know what, Tabor? You,
I'm being honest with you, bro. You asking me,
the
bro,
boy,
and you
you're
know what?
not. The boy that makes everything you saying is it's ridiculous, man. No, this isn't his business. You live here, I live here. He's the president of America. He represents all the people. This ain't for you to go over there and make money off. It's
And
costing the American taxpayers $2 billion a day to be in Iran. $2 billion a day.
not only do we have it to spend, they go spend it. Like, and
I
for
don't know
me,
about that, but it's costing them $2 billion a day. If in my where I grew up in my city, 2 billion, 2 billion, we could fix everything that's broke, new schools, yards. It would be so many things good.
man, we've been saying as long as I've been alive, I've been hearing conversations like that. And no matter who sits in that seat, it always goes a certain way. There's always a war going on, or there's always a problem with somebody else where we got to go and save them and spend some money that we could have been putting on the American people.
Yeah, I don't think Obama and who did Joe Biden? Joe Biden left Afghanistan, so I don't think Joe Biden ran up $2 billion a day war.
I,
$5 gas prices. This is Trump.
yeah, but at the same time, the prices did get higher with him. And didn't he leave a whole bunch of equipment over there?
Oh, and
You think nobody got none of that money? You think nobody got paid for him leaving that equipment? Because why would you leave a few $1 billion worth of
it's
equipment?
not worth. It's not worth. Not they didn't. Well, for not to.
Talk to me, Platt.
Oh, He,
You
he
already
didn't.
died.
He
You
didn't.
already talked to me.
No, he didn't leave that much, but it's not worth. When you talk about stuff like that, you can leave it because it's outdated and it was expendable. So it's not worth trying to bring back because you got to. It costs money to take it anywhere.
So we just gave him free weapons or free equipment.
Well, he got to leave it there. He didn't give him a free weapon.
I mean, you say you gotta leave it, but you think somebody didn't take it?
Well, that's up to them. If they go and
That-
jump it and get it to go, that's them.
I mean, we talking as far as that we concerned. That's the
They
hood.
can't
That's a
afford.
hood
They can't
mentality.
afford. No, they can't afford it. They don't want it.
You don't think so, man? Come
Yeah,
on,
you
man.
know,
They got
a lot of these weapons America's sales, they don't want them. They make them, but they're like outdated. They don't even want them.
like in the movie War Dogs, the way things was being done.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I didn't see that movie.
Yeah, man, you got to see War Dogs. They wasn't doing nothing but selling arms and ammunition on the internet. Like they got
Okay.
rich
Well,
doing it.
I don't want to see. Was that legal, Tabor?
It was. It was on the internet. They
You
had
saw
government
that?
contracts.
Okay. All right. But no, I
Yeah, we ain't talking about
I'm
like
gonna
the
miss that one.
mercenary people type
Hold on.
situation. Go
We
ahead.
got a new person. What's up with you, Mr. Random?
So, sir,
What's up with you?
not much. Just been listening for a little bit. Thought I would hop on.
Go
Okay,
ahead,
good.
sir. Sir, are you a Trump supporter?
Nah,
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I heard you talking to the dude earlier. Well, I'm sure he wouldn't claim to be a Trump supporter or whatever, but the dude that kept on making excuses for him. I don't know how he was doing it,
Who
but
me? That's what you think I'm making excuses? But keep going.
I don't think it was you. Was it
Oh,
him?
No, it wasn't him.
Yeah, I
He
didn't think it was.
he's gone. But yeah, he was. Yeah, and he would tell me he's not making excuses. He's like,
Man,
that's ridiculous.
I don't know how he was doing it. I ain't got time for them motherfuckers. Oh, my bad. I don't got time for them people, man. Um, but yeah, no, I was pretty much just listening. The thing he dude just said, I don't know who else is on right now, but dude just said the thing about leaving equipment over there. I think it's kind of funny because a lot of the things that people criticize Biden for are a direct consequence of the stuff that Trump did, right? Like he got with the Taliban and said, "Hey,
yeah.
let's make this deal, and I'm going to release 5,000 of the prisoners as well." And then got with that. Well, actually, I think they excluded that, or that. I'm sorry, the Afghanistan government, and said we're going to leave. Told Taliban, "Hey, we're going to leave on this date." And Biden stuck to that date that he gave. He
Yep.
releases 5,000 people that were Taliban or 5,000 prisoners, and then we end up losing a bunch of American military members. But of course, maggots and the supporters, they don't look at it as anything. They brush it off. They don't say anything about, hey, he released 5,000 of these prisoners. I wonder if they had a hand in coordinating these attacks on our service members over there when we were trying to leave. But yeah.
Well, you're right. He's not going to ever mention that. They like this guy who's up here. He says it's okay for Trump to behave the way he's behaving as president.
Yeah, it is. They all do it. We can't sit up here and have an honest conversation if we don't acknowledge all of them do some things that's questionable.
No. Do they act like Trump? Do all presidents act like Trump?
I mean, in a way, they just not
See,
Trump.
this is the stuff right here.
They
man.
didn't grow up like him. So, I mean, other than that, you're not having an honest conversation. You can't tell me every. Go ahead, I'm listening.
How are we not having an honest? I feel like people that say that can't differentiate Trump versus how other presidents have acted are the ones not having an honest conversation, or respectfully, they're slow. Because there's no way that you can tell me that, because we can look at how much money Trump has made in the past year, right? No president before him has ever done that. When Jimmy Carter, I think, was running and became president, got elected, he had to sell, or he voluntarily, however you want to look at it, sold his business, right? Trump has done the exact opposite. He's actually gotten into businesses even while he's been president, which is a violation of the annulments clause and using his power to help his family and people around him. But, whatever. So to say, like, that's just those two things. Like, we can go down a list, right? We can go down the fact that, a certain president or a certain leader of another country has been saying another country has been developing certain weapons for the past 30 years, 40 years, however long he's been saying it, and tried to get every president before this one to attack. And all of them said no. And we had a previous president create a deal with them, and there was no weapons created under that deal, that this president decided to tear up and then decided to attack because, again, this leader of another country said that they were developing and they were going to attack anyway. There's plenty of stuff that this president has done that was not done under any administrations before, let alone at the level of what he's doing them at. So to say, like, yeah, every president before him, or he's no different than any president before him, You're not being honest, and that's the problem. Like that's the exact problem we're having right now.
Are you being honest with yourself though?
Yeah, everything I said is objectively true.
Okay, so being that you think you being honest with yourself, I mean, America has all. Let me ask you this: does America do people move?
Answer what I said first, because this is
What
the
you
problem
ask
that
me?
you guys
What
don't want
you
to be.
ask me, bro?
I didn't ask
What
you
did you
anything.
ask
Just
me, bro?
answer it like,
So,
hey, you are correct. Like what he's
well, how
doing right
that
now is
don't even
different
make
than other
sense?
presidents.
How you gonna say answer something you didn't even ask me nothing?
Tabor, he did. You weren't listening.
I just asked him what he's asked me, bro. He said he didn't ask me nothing.
Okay, when he
said it.
Tabor.
If you're talking and I'm saying you're not being honest, and I'm listening out, hey, these are the ways you're not being honest, and then instead of you addressing how I'm saying you're not being honest, say, hey, you know what, you're right. I didn't even think about it that way. You are correct. He's not acting like these other presidents. He's doing worse things. Instead, you try to move the goalpost or try to deflect and talk about something else. Then that is a problem. And so I want you to stand on the shit. Like I'm tired of talking to people.
I'm standing on what
you're trying to talk. You're talking about all this other stuff.
Me to
address
say you
what
want
I
me to
said.
go with
No,
what
I want
you
you
saying.
to address. Yes, exactly. I want you to address what I said.
Hold up for a minute, Tabor. The man had legitimate. Can you repeat? You don't have to repeat the whole thing, but can you repeat? Give him a chance to respond, and you have to answer the question, Tabor. You're very evasive when people do that to you. You got to answer the question that's presented in front of you, brother.
What was the question?
Whether you want to look at it as a question or whether you want to look at it as a statement I'm making, address whichever you want to look at it as. For the past 30 odd years or something, there's been a leader of another country that says another country is developing certain types of weapons. He said we should attack them. He's brought that to presidents in the past, all the previous presidents in the past, from Biden down to at least, I think, Bush Jr. None of them attacked this country. A certain president, or Trump now, gets in office and he decides to attack them. There has been no evidence that these weapons are being produced. So it's basically Iraq 2.0, right? That's the whole criticism about Iraq. You're saying that Trump is no different than other presidents. How is he no different than other presidents when that is a perfect example of him being different than other presidents and being gullible or just wanting to be try to bully another nation?
So that's the question?
Sure, take that as the question.
See, that's what I'm saying. Anyway, based on what you're saying, Americans have always been bullies. Okay, they've been bullies to everybody.
Are you going to answer the question?
Come on, bro. You going to ask me to answer the question? I'm answering the
No. Tabor,
I'm listening. Bro.
You have to answer if Trump is the only person who decided to go to war when BB asked all these other presidents, how is Trump just doing what everybody else is doing?
Because everybody's went to war with somebody. They've had conflicts. You asking me? Come on, that's not
this right here. He went to war with Iran. This guy asked everybody. The guy in charge of the prime minister of Israel, he asked Obama. He asked Biden to do it. The only person who went was Trump. Okay. How is it no different what the others are doing? So clearly Trump is doing something different.
I'm missing the question.
We know. Can I ask a question? Because I don't really know you, and I mean this respectfully. Do you have higher education?
No, I didn't get. I got a 6th grade. That's where I'm at.
No, Tabor. It just they're the same or they're different, and that and you probably gonna say.
I tell you, they're the same. I always say that.
Well, they're going. Trump says that. Trump says he likes guys who don't get into the weeds.
Yeah.
Very people who are very simplistic, who don't, like you say, if I'm paying $6 a gallon gas, well, I'm doing it to stop Iran from getting a nuclear weapon. They don't get into Iran doesn't have one. They don't get into that. They don't get into, is America really at risk if they had one? No, they're just going by what they're being told.
Who?
Americans.
I mean, as they should. Most of them can't do nothing anyway.
Anyhow, this election thing tonight, sir, do you think, what can he do with these 2 senators from Georgia? Can he cause any type of issue with them? This was being Yeah,
Oh,
talking
okay.
to you.
I'm not tracking. I know he was supposed to have a speech tonight. I don't know if he already had it or if he's gonna have it. So I don't know what was in it.
I
But
got you.
he's been talking about this stuff, since 2020, when he called the Secretary of State and said, "Find me this exact amount of number of votes so I can win your state," and people still voted for him. Another thing, no president before him has ever done. No president before him. You cannot find us any article or anything like that of a president before him, especially in the modern era, calling state secretaries and saying, "Hey, find me votes so I can win your state. Let me meddle in your election. You can't find us another president."
They didn't get caught.
Okay, like I said, find me another president.
They didn't get caught.
Find
so
us.
Find
We're not doing the whole proven negative. Oh, well, they didn't get caught, so they actually did do it. No, tell us where it happened.
That's the way it worked, bro.
Tell us where it happened.
Can't tell you where it happened.
Where's the whistle? Where's the whistleblower? How did they not get caught?
Bro, somebody put out the audio.
Okay.
How
did they not get? How did they not get caught? I didn't ask how Trump got caught. I said, how did they not get caught?
Nobody put out the audio.
Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they put out the audio? Why wouldn't they put out the audio?
Because they probably had an incentive. That's
okay.
how America be.
So basically, you have no evidence. You have no. This is why I asked if you have any higher education, because I've noticed that if I talk to certain people,
talking about evidence. We in America, you can have evidence and still lose.
This is why I asked. Like, this is something I'm going to start doing now. When I speak to people, I'm going to ask if they have higher education, so I can set my expectations, their understanding,
I vote the same way you vote, bro.
I know. Unfortunately,
I can vote the same way.
Unfortunately,
so
you can.
Your words ain't holding no real weight.
I agree. That's fine. They are holding some weight because your tone is changing, so they hold some type of weight to you.
Nah, it ain't holding no weight, bro. I don't even vote. Come on, fam.
I got you, though. But Tabor, you have to. It's a back and forth. You have to engage him in the same way he's engaging you. It has to be like that.
If what he's saying makes sense and that's the way it is and supposed to be, why isn't it like that? Why is Trump president? Because America is ran like that.
What are you talking about? I just said he's not like. I was giving an example of how he's not like other presidents, and you're saying if it is how I'm talking about, why is he president?
Okay,
it doesn't change the fact that it happened and that he is not like other. He's doing things that other presidents have never done, right? And so again, before what I was saying before that you kind of got a little triggered on, I'm gonna when I talk to people, especially when it comes to serious topics, not like that relationship bullshit. You and I suggest other people do this as well. You ask them what their level of education is. What do they what is their career field, so that you don't, because I have a certain level, I have an expectation when I talk to people about like geopolitics or politics or something else, like some more higher level thing that maybe there's a lot of nuance to. I have a expectation, because they're engaged in the conversation, that they have some type of comprehension skill equivalent to mine or close to mine. And I found that on the internet, especially on YouTube, that is not the case. And we see that when someone responds with, "It does happen. I can't prove it happens, but hey, it happens." I'm dealing with what's shown, right? I'm dealing with the evidence. And you're saying, well, evidence, we don't deal with evidence around here. This is America. That was your response, right? So it's not a discussion in good faith when you talk to people like you. And I mean that respectfully. Like,
wow,
you're setting your ways.
But
you're setting your ways.
How you saying it?
I said respectfully.
Okay, I guess that makes it better. But go ahead.
It does, don't it?
That doesn't even make sense.
Okay, well.
Can I answer him though?
Oh, go ahead.
Even though he didn't answer a question,
the same stuff.
Right? So for the most part, right? You said he ain't doing nothing. He doing something other presidents ain't done. Every president that get in that White House do something another president hasn't done. This ain't nothing new. And okay, to be honest with you, let me finish, bro, because I let you talk. Right? So you was up here talking about what you talking about as far as my intellect, right? My intelligence. Well, if what you saying is so righteous and right all together, are you running for a political party and have been in office? Because other than that, you ain't no smarter than me. My vote counts the same way as your vote.
Voting does not equate intelligence.
I guess.
I didn't bring up voting. You brought up voting. I didn't say anything about voting.
I mean, the conversation got to go somewhere.
But independent voter, it doesn't matter if you think you're more intelligent than him or the board thinks he's more intelligent. It doesn't matter. We're just trying to make some points, man. Then that's the danger. That's my thing. Has always been the whole political thing. especially in the age of social media. Because we know before social media, we know how politics was boring. And then you find out it's a reason they're that way. And then you get in social media and people just jump out there, man, and say, I'm gonna write me something. I'm gonna write a new amendments, and I'm gonna pin it on a post-it note and stick it, and they'll go over that. And they say, but no, it doesn't really work like that. And that's when you start where they get up, that people don't understand it's a process. It's boring. You may think it's not necessary. Why can't we just get there? We just don't work that way.
So let me go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead.
And let me address what you said to me earlier, like your problem with cats like me, right? And grade level, right? Smart people work for dumb people. It's been shown. History has proven that. The smartest people are not the people that work for the company. They own the company. You're telling me about my intelligence, right? So when it comes to cats like yourself, right, that think you're highly intelligent, why ain't you sitting in the office somewhere? Why ain't you moving needles or writing laws, bro? Why are you arguing with people on YouTube? Why don't you show us the way instead of just talking and trying to make points?
It's 7:45 where I'm at, and my girl's not home. That's why I'm on YouTube talking.
What does that have to
Well, we want you here.
I'm answering your question. You asked me why I'm on YouTube talking to random people. It's 7:45 where I'm at. I'm bored. My girl's not home, so I'm gonna find something to do. I studied all day. I'm not gonna you can only study so much before you gotta take a. I understand that you've never been in this type of situation, but when you study or if you're in a career field and that type of thing, like something that actually takes intelligence, you can burn yourself out mentally. So you have to take breaks. And however someone chooses to take those breaks, that's how they choose to take the breaks. Now, as it come when you talk about why am I not in some office somewhere? Why am I X, Y, and Z? That shows that I'm not more intelligent than you. The parameter, like the bar that I have for you, is super low.
The grammar.
So to be honest,
you ain't my girl. Why would I care about your bar?
So to be honest, I could be working at McDonald's and I would still feel like I'm more intelligent than you. Like the bar that I have for you is super low.
It's okay.
3. I'm not sure which companies
but random. I got it. We don't do that. No,
you've been doing it the whole time.
So that's the other thing I want to. I'm always gonna respect the channel I'm on. So if that's if you don't want that over here.
What I'm saying is I get it. I get that part, but if I sit back and just let you go in like that on him, it would be unfair. I know it would be unfair. We disagree. No, I disagree with him. We just disagree. I disagree with you. I think, especially for someone like you, he presents a puzzle that you rarely endure. I mean, that you don't see. That's what I'm saying. Because it's just the way he sees the world. It's not going to probably be the way you see it.
No, so that's what I was gonna touch on earlier. You had said, I can't remember exactly your verbiage, but I'm gonna respond and I think you'll remember what it's going to. I disagree that certain people should their opinion should hold the same weight, or they should even be in the same room as other people. And I think the internet, especially post the stuff, I don't know what words to say over here now. So post the stuff in 2020. Everybody got on the internet. Everybody got a mic. They think that because they have a mic, their voice should be heard. And a lot of these people they need to learn their place again. Like before, you didn't really have to deal with that. And in the past, I think that you look to people that are more educated, who are SMEs in the field that they're in, scientists, historians, whoever it may be, and you hold their opinion to have a certain amount of weight. And I think that the internet has kind of broken that barrier, especially YouTube and stuff like that, Reddit, all these other places where everybody can come and talk amongst themselves, where that no longer really holds true. And these people, congregate amongst themselves, and they think because they talk to other idiots and their opinion holds weight in that group of idiots, that they should go branch out of that group of idiots and then talk to other people that are more educated, more informed, X, Y, and Z, and that their opinion holds the same amount of weight. And I think that's why we're in the situation we're in today, because we don't tell them that they're stupid. And I think that needs to be done.
The little kids table.
Hold on. But independent, he did make a good point. Tabor made a good point. Why is he president?
Because there's a lot of people like Tabor out there. Like the country is not very. A lot of people in this country are not very smart. You have 30% or so of people that don't vote. And then out of the remaining ones that do vote, it's like a 50-50 chance, right?
So people
X is going to be president, and people are going to vote more on emotion than they are going to going to vote on being informed or intelligence. So there's plenty of reasons why. There's plenty of things why the Democrats not doing proper stuff at the border. The inflation stuff happening in Biden in the beginning of Biden or the middle of Biden's presidency and then falling, but it falling on him. The reason of the inflation falling on him. Harris being a black woman. Definitely had people wanting to go against her just off of those two things. There's a lot of things that influence an election. It's not just because we're not robots, right? I don't think he said a lot up here, and maybe that's one of the only things he said that's we're talking to. But when we try to help him stay on topic and address the things that we bring up, and he says, well, other presidents have done things that no president before them have done. And it's like it's different when a president that's the issue. You can't comprehend that.
But random,
that's the issue.
I mean, that's a grown man with kids. He's who he is. Now hold up. But I talk to people, and sometimes they sort of the way they see the world is like him. So, I mean, it's just like, what you want me to do? This is what they think, and then
Did you have kids?
Who,
yeah,
me?
I do.
Yeah, did you? Not you.
Yeah,
him. Not you, Tavar. Not you. I don't know.
I don't like to get into my personals, but
I'll just say I haven't had kids, so I don't know what it's like to talk to slow people like every day. Like I know kids when they're growing up, it's like you got to deal with like. Listen, man.
Hold up.
You got to have a lot of patience with kids. They don't understand the world.
No, when you talking about when they're young.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm talking about.
Slow. No, they're not. Their kids aren't slow. Now, that's the thing. If you slow, they're gonna be, man. A lot of times they're gonna pay. They ain't slow. Some parents think they slow. They ain't slow. And if you're not careful, especially if your kid is smart, they're gonna know you're not very smart. They're gonna know you're not smart.
I'll put it a different way. I haven't had kids, so I didn't go through that phase of, hey, you need patience because kids are going to ask a lot of whys. You have to explain a lot of things that you feel like you might not you're not used to having to explain and all that good stuff. So I found that the people that have, and they did a great job.
Maybe.
I found the people. Well, no, I know because they made sacrifices.
You're intelligent and up here insulting people. I can give you an example.
So my parents made sacrifices. And I took those sacrifices they made and I built on top of those. And so I'm in a better position because of what they did. I'm in a better position. And because of what they did and the choices I made off of those decisions they made, I'm in a better position than they were at my age. So I built upon, I don't want to call it a legacy, but I built upon the stuff that they gave me. Right. So to me, I think that's what children are supposed to do. Right. They're supposed to, whatever your kids give you or whatever your parents give you, you maintain or you do better. And I've done that. So as far as I'm concerned, both my parents would say they're proud of me, and I'm proud of who they raised.
They don't have no choice. You their kid. They go big.
I just told you an example. I'm telling you, I'm in a better position than they were. That's fine. They would be proud of me. Even your parents would be proud of me, for example, right? Like
I guess.
if you were to write on a piece of paper right now, I don't know how old your kids are, but if you were like, hey, in the future, I want you to have these things. I'm gonna fit that bill better than you would.
And that's fine. I wouldn't care. I know my kid wouldn't talk like you.
They don't need to talk. I wouldn't want them to talk like me.
Hold on, let me ask you this. What do you think about, because you don't know him, I don't know him, I don't know you, and you are saying that you're smarter than him. What do you think about Benjamin Crump? No, because what I'm saying, we hear him, right? He is a lawyer, and he's supposed
to be representing the Wells thing or the Mississippi stuff.
I'm just saying, you have dinner opportunity or whatever. You have dinner. You sit down with a Benjamin Crump. Is he someone that you would say he's not intelligent?
To be honest, I don't know too much about him. But from what I have heard, people have been talking about him being a race baiter or a race hustler and all that stuff. I'm not a big fan of that, so I would have to look more into it. I don't know. I got you.
Okay, all right. Go ahead. I just wanted to say that because, But man, it's what you know. But hold up, just real quick. We got Mike. Mike, what's up? Unmute your mic,
Hey,
Mike.
hey,
There you
sorry
go.
about that. Yeah, I'm in my truck myself. Yeah, I was having some internet problems, but I just wanted to just throw my little 2 cents in there. Y'all said it like a couple of minutes ago, but in regards to that, all the equipment that we left behind in Iraq, yeah, Donald Trump said that we wasn't going to back them up, and then when the Taliban came in to retake the country, Biden was in office, and he said, "I'm just going to go ahead and." He's pretty much going to do what the last president said. He's going to respect his wishes and continue that. We're not going to send those soldiers out there. So we spent almost, I think, 20 years trying to build their military, Iraq, training them. That's like billions and billions of dollars down the drain, only for them to flee. That country, I think, fell within less than a week. So that's on them. And on top of that, all that military equipment between the Apache helicopters, the jets, the tanks, you got to also understand, and I think you've been in the military too, in order for that to continue, in order for you to use that, you have to maintain that equipment. A lot of that stuff is just sitting out there in the desert. And I don't think the Taliban actually been trained to take care of that. So all that crap is just going to go to waste. So, I mean, it's just nothing but like the old saying said, Iraq is pretty much a graveyard of military equipment because nobody has ever conquered it. So that's, I mean, it's just going to go to waste.
And an Apache helicopter, you don't want to get that used. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And a lot of that stuff is hand-me-down stuff anyway that we give to the military. So we don't give them our best. Say it again.
Still tech, bro. I said it's still tech.
Yeah, it's still tech, equipment. But what good is that equipment if you haven't been trained how to actually properly use it?
Man, that's not even.
That's just like if somebody give. But wait, Tabor, that's just like if somebody gave me a laptop. They gave me several laptops for me to give to my employees, but I don't have the proper knowledge, nor do I know anybody to actually maintain that equipment in case it breaks down. It's like, okay, it's only good to a certain point, then you tossing away equipment that could have been good if you actually know how to maintain it. So it's like it's pretty much a waste at that point.
So you would think that they don't have no intelligent people to use some of that stuff, no matter who it is or what it is.
I don't think they have people who can use that stuff if they haven't been trained. But
yeah, if they haven't been trained.
Yeah, I do think they have intelligent people over there. But Tabor, you gotta understand, Tabor. I'm not getting in it. I don't know how to use it, and then it's used. Oh, it works. So what if it stops? I'm in the air. Oh, trust us, it works. Well, then you drive it.
Crash and burn.
Or it can be repurposed. Like the point is that he left it there.
Okay.
And if you saying it was 20 years, these cats been over there helping them out. That's just what I mean. America has been doing things.
How many service member lives should be lost to save a Humvee?
None. Depends on what's if we got if they got some let's say if they got some intel.
Because if the options are we stay there for longer, break the deal we had with the Taliban, and now we're gonna have more attacks on the personnel that are over there and more casualties and whatnot, or save 15 or whatever amount of equipment you want to claim. I'm gonna choose saving the lives of service members.
Yeah,
personally.
Everybody don't see it like that.
Well, Biden did though. Yeah. But Biden did, and he was the commander in chief, and he made the right decision in that. And not guard specific equipment that is useless after it's going to rust out. They don't have the maintenance on it. You have to have people in the field will literally call defense contractors, speed dial them, and be like, "Hey, this is broken. How do I fix it?" No, the Taliban does not have that type of expertise.
So if they was there for 20 years, you think that? So you telling me Biden was smarter than every president before him?
I don't know why you're asking the question.
No, but no, Tabor, do you get the point? A helicopter is not something you want where you don't have, you ain't been trained to use it, and you don't have a mechanic that's been trained to fix it. Yeah. You get that part?
I get it, bro. But that'll make sense, right? If they got 2,000 of them, and you telling me they can't fly one or two? They don't need 2,000. They don't need all of them, but they got a few in their arsenal now.
Who's going to fly them, Tabor?
Man, people can learn.
And where are they going to fly them?
People, they can fly them around their city. They can
helicopters crash all the time. They're like one of the worst. Well, I won't say one of the worst, but you can literally look it up right now. There's plenty of helicopter crashes in the U.S. military where the maintenance is more or less pristine. People have been doing it for 20 years, X, Y, and Z. So you to say, oh well, they're gonna just jump in the helicopter and learn how to fly it. Helicopters are literally like fighting against gravity to fly. Like, everything's fighting against gravity to fly, but they're literally like one of a crazy engineering feat. Like they're not very stable. Like one little thing will cause cause a catastrophe.
And another thing, Tabor, that's not the type. If somebody gave you an Apache helicopter, you can't go to O'Reilly's or
you need an engineer to do that to help to fix it.
You can't go down there with a part.
Where do you get replacement parts at? Like,
exactly.
Yeah, you need a part. They say they look it up and tell you, okay, we can get it for this amount. Nah, man, you stuck. It's just like a foreign car. A lot of people stuck with them. No, it's like a foreign car. You don't have somebody who can fix it. You can't. The part can't get the part. You got
takes
a
nice certain amount of fuel.
Yeah, but you can't. You don't have a repair person, and that's the. And then in addition, that's your life. You're in a helicopter. No, man.
Who are they flying? Who are they going to fly them? Like, I'm confused. Like, let's say they have all this, and let's just say they have these expertise, and they have some supplies, somewhere where they can get extra parts, and they know how to replace the parts, and they know how to do preventative maintenance and all this good stuff that the military has to do to keep the aircraft well maintained. Who are they flying them against?
That's neither here or there. It's the fact that they have.
Well, if they're not flying if they're not flying them against anyone, what does it matter if they have them?
Because they can sell them to another country.
So who are they going to sell them to?
I don't know, bro. I'm not privy to that information.
I'll just go ahead.
It can't be done.
I'll just go ahead and roll the dice and say, because they always be fighting on some tribalistic stuff. So 9 times out of 10, they'll sell it to the highest bidder, would be somebody of another guerrilla, so-called guerrilla army. For whatever because they can't sell it to no European or Western country, because they're gonna look at that like, man, get that crap out of here. We can make our own stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, and there's also sanctions. So if European,
sanctions too.
And if any country is found buying it from them, they're going to get sanctioned by the U.S. and probably the rest of the West.
Yeah.
So there's not many. You could say like North Korea. Then you got to transport over to North Korea, and our intel is probably pretty good on that. So good luck getting that across. I don't know how you're going to get it from Afghanistan and North Korea. But good luck.
Man, there's things that go on inside.
There's a lot of oh well, you guys just don't see it, and like you don't bring any evidence, you don't bring any facts, you don't bring anything other than, well, just believe me, guys. It's like extraordinary claims.
I'm not asking you to believe me. I say what I say. I've never asked anybody to believe me.
Well, like I said, earlier we're supposed to have. You said you want to have a conversation, a good conversation, all this stuff. Typically, if someone wants to have a conversation in good faith and wants to have a grown-up conversation, usually each side will present evidence of what they're saying and why they believe it, and like credible shit, not just
evidence to know
not just you can't prove that it didn't happen, therefore it did happen.
Bro, listen, bro, I can tell you something involving the feds, bro, that happened before I was born, that I was involved in with people that I grew up with, and that made me. But you wouldn't believe it either, because you wasn't there. You don't know what's going on. You just assume. You think you're smarter, and if you're so smart, like I said before, you would be in the office somewhere, right? On top of
no, we want him here, Tabor. That's
why we're up live.
Yeah, we don't. Smart people not even in the office.
Are you talking about political office? Because smartest people are definitely not in political office.
Yeah, we want you here. So no, don't say that, Tabor.
Don't say what?
We don't want him here. We want him here. You are here. You got this discussion, man.
I didn't say I didn't want him here.
Yeah, but I'm not making shots like that. You don't say what you just said.
I don't take it anywhere. I'm not getting off. My girl said she's not coming home for like another 30 minutes or something. I don't mind taking the shot. Pause. I don't mind taking the shots. You good? I'm not tripping or nothing. I'm messing with him most of the time. I'm just bullying. I'm not bullying, but messing with him. I don't have any issue with what he's saying.
I'm going to stand on my opinion. I can sit up here. I can listen to anybody talk and not make no commentary about their life until they start talking to me, and then it becomes a problem. It's always
I didn't say
like
it was
that.
a problem, man.
Hey, I'm not talking to you.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
talking directly to Platt, bro.
Okay.
Directly. Now, me talking directly to you.
It just does.
Listening, bro.
It just doesn't matter. You have an opinion. It's your opinion. And I have an opinion. You know, he has an opinion and Mike has an opinion. It doesn't matter. All that other stuff. Oh, Platt, you don't know what you're talking about. Or you know, something about somebody ain't smart or you too smart.
That's what he was saying about me. He had a 10-minute rant, bro.
Welcome to social media. That's just people are going to do that. So it's just a part of what they do.
So he can take shots, but I can't take none.
Well, he told me not to take the shots too, to be fair. So
you got it off. You got everything off, bro.
Tabor, we gotta get back to the topic.
But yeah,
let's get to the topic, man. Look, this now, and you don't vote, which is interesting. How Tabor calls a lot of these Trump streams, but he doesn't vote. So,
because I get what he's doing. I don't need to vote. The world gonna play out how it plays out.
What he do? Okay.
And it does
so you don't vote in, you don't even vote in local elections?
For what? I don't play them games.
Okay, so do your kids go to, I mean, if you don't mind me asking, do your kids go to public school?
Care. I don't care about voting. I'm saying it to you. Now you got some new ammo.
I heard you say that already. If you don't mind me asking, do your kids go to public school?
Yes, they do.
And so the school board is voted on. Like you vote for the school board who dictates okay, so, you know, I hear a lot of people talk about, hey, I know that I'm saying you as in society at wherever you're at. The point I'm
just
making
is school.
Yeah, like I'm saying that a lot of people say, hey, I wish they would have taught finance, you know, some finance class or this in school, X, Y, and Z. Your school board and town council, I guess, maybe to some extent, but your school board especially would be the ones to bring that type of class into your kids or whoever else's school.
Why haven't they done it?
Teacher. So what I'm saying is if, for example, you had that same mentality of, hey, they should have taught us finance in school, then you would want to have school board members on that want to bring a finance teacher in to teach your kids finance. And so the only way to have school board members that are going to do that is to vote for those school board members that make that a priority. So if you're not voting for them, then you also can't complain.
But that's not the way America works. I'm not complaining about it. Because I know
that is how it works. The school board is local to you. They choose what happens in your school's curriculum.
It, bro? So why nobody teach finance like you're talking about?
So who's on your school board? Well, don't tell me that because that's kind of personal.
It doesn't matter. I don't go to school.
I know your kids do.
I don't care.
Okay. Okay, man. Like, all right. You got it, dude. You got it, bro.
Just argue with yourself.
You got it, bro.
Question answered. You know, but in my school system, you do wonder about this. Okay, I'm a black person, man. Nobody was talking no finance in there. Nobody.
And they still ain't?
Depends on where you're at.
It's a different world now. Yeah,
depending on what school you go to. Yeah. They do teach economics in high school. Last time I checked.
I learned that.
Micro and macroeconomics.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was there when I was there, but they're not going out their way to teach kids about credit and other things.
They was teaching us carpentry, small mechanics,
trades,
shit like that. Yeah, they went in there talking about no finance and shit like that. That shit wasn't even there.
And they don't do that no more.
You would have to.
They're not going to do if there's no you realize that they can't teach something that there's no teacher for, correct?
Hey, you ain't gotta tell me what you telling me. I know what it is.
Well, then why are you asking?
It's got to be a demand, also in the sense because I know what they're going to say. Well, they didn't do that.
Who does that? Because you just
they're going to say we don't have no students. They're going to say no students.
Yeah, and that happens a lot.
Yeah,
and if the parents wanted that, they will be advocating for it in schools. But overall, they took it out of all the schools.
They probably moved.
No, they took what out? Because what school had what school was teaching you about credit? Bro. I don't know how old you are. All right,
yeah, but we're not talking about trades, bro. I'm talking about trades,
okay,
bro. Pat just brought up trades, bro. How you gonna tell me what we ain't talking about?
I was talking about finances. So.
Yeah. You know another thing that the school did. Hold on, I went to a black school. And one thing that they introduced me to in a way that I had never experienced was basketball. When I went to and I know it sounds terrible, right? But what I'm saying is that school, I mean, everybody
super focused
was basketball, and we gonna win the state. And those guys, they on the team.
Booster money, right?
I don't know. I'm just saying I didn't even like the sport. I just didn't like it. I said, okay, I like football. But I don't like this. But that's what was a big deal to them. And, and as a kid, you're a kid. So you go along, but when you become an adult, you reflect back and say, man, they really wasn't really they were more concerned with winning the state championship than they were really teaching us.
It's kind of like I'm older now and I can go back. That's fine, but you can do both, right? Like you can, like that's not gonna.
And
you having the school board
like that.
So like I was saying, I'm grown now, and we weren't taught. Like I didn't grow up in high school I wasn't in a small town or anything, but like I could now like hit up my parents and be like, hey, we didn't have, we weren't taught like credit in school. Did you ever go to your town or your school board meetings and like advocate to have that taught in school? And I doubt they would say yes. And that would be something like, damn, why don't you do that? And maybe they have the same mentality as Tabar, or what's your name again?
Tabor, bro.
Tabor, my bad.
Real simple.
Maybe they have the same mentality as Tabor. And I would, my response would be like, oh, okay, that's fine. It would be like, but you didn't even, like, you weren't even, it takes 5 minutes. You couldn't even try for me. Like even if that were the case, like you're not losing out on, you're not losing out on going to the school board meeting and speaking 5 minutes and saying, hey, I want this, and then going home. Like if you were right, you're right, and it's not going to change. But if you're wrong and you didn't do that, then you didn't even give me a fighting chance, all because of your ego.
It's across the board. It's like that at every school.
I mean, it's just as simple as that. I think that as I don't have any kids, but I got younger siblings and I got younger nieces and nephews, and I feel like,
are you going to their school board meetings?
I don't live in the same city. But what I'm saying is I'm not going to the school because I don't live in the same city. I can't, as out of towner, I can't tell that city.
The local kids in your area?
School board, no, I do go to town council meetings though. But what I was saying was I do talk to my siblings and my nieces and nephews and I talk to them about certain things that I wished I had learned younger as well. And so I'm still doing that.
How does that help them?
Time will tell. I don't know how it helps them yet.
So you talking for the most part, you just talking. It's not an active you showing them showing them something outside of school that they should be learning in school. Are you doing that?
No, I don't.
Well, you can't be mad that people didn't go into town hall and say something.
One person can't decide what they should be learning in school. Like I'm not their parent and I'm not part of that school system. I can't say, hey, they should be learning this because
that don't even make sense.
No, that's how it works. I can't go to another town, or I can't tell another parent or I can't tell parents what their children should be learning. It's up to those parents.
Why can't
I can only say, hey, I think because they're representative, they're representatives. They're voted to do that. They're voted.
They got the school board for that, Tabora.
I get it, bro.
We already tried to explain the school board to him, and
you don't have to explain nothing to me because I get it.
Yeah, but Tabor,
I don't act like I'm intelligent, bro.
But Tabor, I can't go to a district and start saying, and no kids in the school, and start saying what the school should focus on. Why would they? They might let me talk, but they're gonna say, well, for what? Like you can come up here and talk. So no, it don't work that way. They go through all of that.
And a politician with kids or no kids can dictate how you live.
And because they're voted to do, they're voted in to do that. They're literally voted in to do that thing.
Yes.
Y'all making excuses.
No,
that's not an excuse. That's a fact. All right, here, how about this?
Job is to do what he was elected for. These things, that's what he needs to do.
There's another thing I'm trying to get into the frequency of asking. What evidence would you need to see to change your mind?
What are you talking about? Evidence? Evidence about what?
You said that none of that shit matters. It don't work. It's all corrupt, or whatever other stuff.
Because if you know what, bro, there's a lot of people that think like you, right?
I'm just repeating the question. What evidence? You asked
Okay,
what
bro.
evidence? Evidence of what?
None.
I'm just telling you.
Absolutely
Okay,
none.
and so there's no reason to have the conversation, right? It's not a conversation with someone that
Because
is
you're
saying,
having a
I will cover my eyes and I will cover my
conversation that
ears
goes
to everything
nowhere.
you're saying, and I'm not going to change my mind about anything. Even if you were to show me, hey, this city right here is a perfect example. Maybe even the city that he lives in or the city that someone else lives in. We went to the database or, the blog post or whatever else you want to look at. And we said, hey, parents went to the school board and they advocated to get this class or these classes taught in their children's schools the next school year. And it was done. He still wouldn't take that as evidence. Like, oh no, he would say that's just a one-off or it's just BS because they were going to do that. So if we were to show you that happening, what would you say?
It wouldn't matter because it ain't gonna be everywhere.
Okay, it wouldn't matter. Thank you. Literally prove my point. The sentence after you prove my point.
And I will stand on it because, bro, the problem is, bro, a lot of people say they're smart, but then
ain't God good?
Then what are you doing to change it? And you ain't got nothing to say about how to actually change it. You can talk about it, but you ain't making no moves to change it. Let me ask you something. When you get your degree, are you going to work for somebody, or are you going to build the legacy that you were talking about, or the lack thereof? You're going to go work for somebody, right?
I already have a degree, and I'm both ideally.
To go work for somebody, right?
There's nothing wrong with working for someone. If everybody doesn't work, if nobody works, if nobody works for somebody, then what do you mean? If you're trying to say that's what not smart people or that's what dumb people do or whatever, I can give you a million.
Hold on. Yeah, you shouldn't, Tabor. And this is, we're listening, but no man, not you, nobody, don't ever advocate for people who consider themselves or openly say they're dumb. Don't advocate for those people. That's on them.
I mean, for the most part, he said earlier, there's a lot of people like me that's in power.
Okay,
that got the fly.
First of all, I never said that. I said a lot of people like you voting.
That's the same thing.
It's not the same
in power, bro. You brought it up earlier about people that think like me. Is that not a shot at my?
I'm not. Again, I don't care about any.
You said a lot of smart people work for dumb people. I heard you.
They do.
Yeah, but you can't. Can you name us the companies? Can you name us? Here, I'll go down a list. NVIDIA, Intel, Microsoft, Google, Apple, CrowdStrike, SentinelOne.
What's the question?
Palo Alto. Like, I'm naming companies because you said dumb people run the companies and smart people work for them. So I'm just naming companies.
That's how smart people
So can you name which one of these companies has a dumb person? Which one of these companies has a dumb person running it? Why smart people work for them?
Bro, listen, bro. Based on our conversation earlier, you feel that people
Walmart,
that don't have
Target,
a degree, people that don't have a degree, right, is not as intelligent or smart.
No, I never said that.
That's how you came at me personally, bro. What are you talking
about?
No,
I said no. Well, I came and I understand the comprehension isn't there.
Of course you can.
You forgot. What I was saying was I like to ask people that question. No, I didn't forget. I like to ask people that question so I can moderate my expectations when they respond. Elon Musk is not dumb though.
Nobody said he was.
Someone named Tesla. I took that as her saying like that's a company. Yeah.
Oh no, you might. I think we might have a winner. Right?
Nah, Elon Musk isn't dumb.
No. Have you seen the people working for him? Compared to SpaceX. No. That's him at the top, but SpaceX, the people who actually do that
are way smarter than him.
Way smarter than him. From standpoint.
That's not that's not the argument. It's a dumb person. He said it's a dumb person running it while smart people work.
That's the way you feel about people that be involved. Come on, bro.
If you compare the people at SpaceX to him, that in that scenario, Tabor is right. A dumb person at the top with smart people working.
MIT students. People we never heard about with degrees, multiple degrees. People younger and older than him are figuring out those equations, bro. And Elon doesn't do that.
But we're not doing a direct comparison, right? That's not like
the
dumb.
Point, dumb. I hear you, bro.
So smarter people, the smarter people are the ones at the bottom that's making the decisions, while the dumb people are not so smart people and manage to get the leadership roles, pretty much.
That's the way it is, bro.
I disagree. When you're
Boom.
the manager of or the CEO of a company or whatever, like there's different positions for a
But
reason,
you
right?
Yeah.
no, hold on. Random. You sort of sounding
gotta
like
tell me.
DeBoer. Hold up, DeBoer. You sort of sounding
Well,
like
yeah.
DeBoer.
Well, when I don't get
No,
to
you're
complete the
not.
sentence, I would sound like him.
You're trying to defend the position.
The shots.
To me, I think you agree. The SpaceX thing, I think that is a case of compared to those people. Not Elon's a dummy, not like that, but
That's fine. I will give you.
He knows what I mean, bro.
That's fine. I will
He
give
don't
you
want me to be
Tesla
right.
and SpaceX. I named about 15. I named what 10
Okay.
companies, and you guys named one.
It's the
So
same
even if that were the case, what you guys are saying, right? That Tesla is an example, and Tesla owns SpaceX and XAI or whatever, and Twitter and all that now. Even if that were the case, your backs are still against the wall. That would still be a 10-to-1 or 8-to-1 or whatever
That's
ratio.
not true. So with what you're saying, right? For the most part, when they hire, people need degrees. The person that owns the company don't need a degree, bro. He just doesn't. He can go and hire if he has enough money and got enough capital.
Nobody
and a
needs
good idea.
a degree. Nobody needs a degree, right? You can whoever
bro.
a lot of these tech companies, they moved away from degrees. A lot of them are more about OJT.
Now they are.
Do you want to talk?
You're the one that's trying to make a point that don't have no leg to stand on because you don't want to hear what I'm telling you.
It's not really for you because I've recognized that you're not able. You're not.
Tabor,
yes.
Come on.
You got it's one.
That's part of it.
Tabor, you got 1 to like 15 where he was right 15 times, and you're saying something that it's like that, but it ain't like that as common as you're trying to make it.
Have y'all say so?
But that's it's also beside the point because let's say I agree with you, right? Like you can either take the logic that what he is saying is true, and less smart people, but they're still smart, but less smart people than the engineers, the senior engineers, and all that are running the company, or opposite where it's not that frequent, whatever. If you take a position that is the case, super smart people don't want to do the management shit. They don't want to do the admin shit. Like they want to be technical. They want to be hands-on.
They want to work.
When you talk to, for example, like I've worked with pilots before in the military specifically. And a big issue pilots have is once they hit a certain rank, they have to do admin shit, and they hate that. They want to fly the plane, and that's it. So it's the same thing in the private sector where you have senior analysts or whatever field that they're in, the senior of them. That's what they want to do. They want to be hands-on. They don't necessarily want to run a team. They definitely don't want to be CEOs. All these other things. Like there are going to be a few that want to do that, but generally speaking, they don't. They want to be hands-on and they want to do what their mind is set to, which is building stuff, developing things, having fun, and being a manager and the pressures of CEO and all that stuff are not their thing.
They're running the company though.
Huh?
They make more money. They're less likely to be fired.
It's fine. They're still not dumb though, right? They're still not dumb.
Hey, you ain't got to tell me. I know what it is. I just said dumb because other than that, that's the way you address me. Trump is running.
But you're not. So I hope you weren't. Trying to say like you're kind of like them. Like I'm smart and you're dumb. So therefore, like, but you would be working for me or something like. I hope you weren't trying to say that. Because that kind of sounds like the analogy. That kind of sounds like the analogy you're trying to make.
I mean, if that's how you took it.
Well, I'm just asking. I was just asking you for clarification.
I'm just saying.
I'm just not comprehending.
I'm being very clear.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you also got to understand it's two different worlds. Now he's a truck driver, but in Tabor's world, I don't know him. Maybe I'm wrong. I think he's been around a lot of street people. And now, when I say that, what he's saying, that's pretty much how you talk in that world, because that's just what you sort of have to have that the way he comes off in that street world. That's exactly how they talk.
It could be. I think that a lot of people that don't know anything, everything is a conspiracy to people that don't know anything.
The way I said it to you before, Platt, right? And I guess I can't prove it besides a judge that can back me up. And unless I bring him up here, he can tell you the way I talk got me in City Hall. So you can't tell me the way I talk is just too ghetto. I
I
can
don't think it is.
articulate myself enough
He never said
to
that.
do what I need to do.
But we get it though, man. We get it. My thing is we get it. Because in the end, Tabor, we all are going to be held accountable for the way we come across with people. So it's really irrelevant.
In some way.
If I'm on the plane and I don't know how to talk to the people on the plane, they're going to put me off. Simple as that.
I don't know when to shut
what
up.
I think about is irrelevant. No, you're right. And if independent voter is in the streets in a strip club and he's trying to deal with a bunch of thugs, if he don't know how to communicate, he's going to put himself in a bad situation. So that's just life, man. It's the way things are. And YouTube gives us an opportunity. YouTube gives an opportunity to all us to be able to communicate and interact. Where there was a situation where different people would not normally do that. But this whole thing about Trump, and then this is what Trump is smart. He's making appeal to low information voters. And he said they're not going to research this because they believe that I lost because they didn't do what they were supposed to. And he's probably trying to get his base back, man, trying to get ready for the midterms because he's losing this with this war. And what better way to do it is to serve up a black man. Put a black man out there and question, in America, you got a black man who's very successful. What way to try to yank that stage from that black man is to question how he won, to tell my base, appeal to my base, he's no better than you. The only reason he got that is because they gave it to him. And then, hell yeah.
To pick with him.
That's so, and he's a Christian too. So isn't Trump being a hypocrite?
Christian.
He on everybody's top.
Not Trump, the Reverend. You don't think he's a Christian?
No, I thought you were talking about Trump.
Oh, okay. I think isn't Trump Jewish?
No, his children I think are. He claims to be a Christian, if I'm not mistaken, but he couldn't even name a favorite verse, let alone. I mean, he couldn't name a favorite testament, let alone a favorite verse.
He's whatever benefits the people. If this is a Christian nation, then he's a Christian. If the Jewish people somehow end up getting power, then all of a sudden he's Jewish. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like he's grifting all over the place.
Do you have proof of that?
Which part?
Oh yeah, I got proof of it. It's plain and simple. What do you mean? What do you mean by proof?
When did he say he moved like that? Or what's the example of him moving like something else? When he goes around against Jewish people, he proclaimed to be Jewish or move like them.
Yeah, sure. So he cheated on like multiple wives. One while she was pregnant or in labor or whatever. You asked a question, you're getting an answer. A Christian, they wouldn't do that, right? Like he doesn't uphold Christian values. He's never said.
The pastors do it.
So
I low-key think he might be an atheist, but that's just me.
I don't think he's an atheist, but
he can't.
He couldn't. When asked about his favorite testament, he was I just like the Bible. Like the whole thing is kind of cool. Asked about his favorite verse, he was like, I don't have one. Like that's just a little personal. So even those pastors and all those other people that you say cheat on their wives and stuff, they would at least be able to say a favorite verse or something like that. They have a history. Nobody's talking about better. They have a history of going to church. They have a history of preaching the gospel. You can say, hey, they're Christian because they have a history of being a Christian. Trump has no history of being a Christian. But when he needed to be a Christian, when he needed to say he was a Christian, i.e., in 2016, when the Christians weren't really rocking with him because of his past history, that's why they went and got Mike Pence, evangelical, that people could get behind. That's the whole reason they got him as a VP. That's when he turned and started saying, "Oh yeah, I'm a Christian," and kind of leaning on that. He hasn't said anything about it though. He's not. He needed to do to win, like most. Yeah, that's literally what he just said, and you asked for proof, and you do agree that he did what he needed to do to win.
Yeah.
Thank you. Prove our.
Yeah, he bounced all over. Yeah, pretty much.
Makes sense. It's America.
Yeah, well,
okay,
I mean,
so that's what we just said. So why did you question it?
Anybody who studied politics, and you look at Trump, the way he moves, I mean, okay, yeah, he won, but the politician, if you know what traditional politician, they don't behave like Trump. They haven't in the past. They just don't
Trump be
do that.
changing.
If there's like I'm gonna fire these heads of agency. They don't just do that. Oh, you have the power to do it. Trump, like, okay, they fired. Yeah, other presidents just didn't. They just didn't do that.
I mean, they
They
play
also
the
they
how they
also they
play.
also don't make settlements with themselves, right? Like they don't go, oh, I control the IRS,
Mm-hmm.
well, I'm also gonna make a settlement with myself. That's also never happened before.
Mm-hmm.
But he got the
Just
power to do it, so why not do it? Why not look out for self?
okay,
It's
so
Well,
now
free.
so now so now we're moving the goalposts. Oh, he doesn't do
People, no,
things
I
that
ain't.
other
People do
presidents
that
don't
all the
already
time,
do.
bro.
And now it's, oh well, well, if he has the
He got a
power, so
certain
let's just
amount
let
of
him do
power.
it.
Man, people do that all the time, bro. You're acting like they don't.
They don't. No,
Maybe not on
who
his
has the
level.
power? Who has the power of the court? I mean, of the agency that is suing them, as well as being like who? Can you give us another example of
You're
that?
trying
Someone
to
being sued
compare
and also
everybody.
controlling the agency suing them, and then deciding what the settlement will be. Can you give us an
You're
example of
trying to
that? Since that
compare
happens all the time.
everybody on that level. What I'm
You
saying
you
is that on a
you said it happens
personal
all the
level,
time.
people do that type of stuff all the time,
Okay, on
bro.
the personal level, can you give us an example of someone controlling an agency, suing them from that agency, or an agency suing them buying that agency, and then creating a settlement for
You keep
themselves?
bringing up the things with Trump. I'm saying they do stuff like that, bro. I'm not
Okay,
just
can you give
talking
us an
about what he
example?
did, bro.
That's fine. Can you give us
Bro,
an example?
you personally do things for yourself and you don't care what it looked like
Okay,
to other
so you don't
people.
think there's level? You don't think there's levels to it?
Well, I know there's level. I keep
Okay,
telling
all
you
right.
about Trump's
So
level.
if I go
You're
get an apple,
comparing
if
it.
I get two apples instead of one because I'm like I really like apples, and even though this is getting two is going to mean that someone else might not get the one that they want, I'm still going to do it because I'm being selfish right now. Or if I go get, maybe I'm going to order 2 boxes of lava cakes from Domino's because some lava cakes are really good, right? And I know if I buy 2, that means that they have less resources to give to somebody else. That's me being selfish. You
Me
don't
and brother,
realize you do you not comprehend the difference between me doing that and then someone creating a settlement of $1 billion with themselves?
it's the same thing as far as
Okay,
I'm
so it's the same thing.
concerned.
All right,
It's the
all
gray
right. Thank you.
area.
All right, that's why
It's the gray
we just
area,
want to make
bro.
sure that we're on the same page.
People with money
Mostly
be
not you and
online.
I, but the
but
viewers.
but Tabor, nobody should do that.
Bro, people be online having money and talking about how they get
But
food stamps,
but
bro, and
but
free health care. What are you talking about?
and nobody should do that, right?
But they bold enough to get online
No,
and
no,
tell
no,
everybody.
and
Come
nobody
on, bro.
should do that, right?
Hey, bro, you can do what you want. This America.
Well, nobody
Well,
should
you
do
can't
that.
actually because
That's an
he tried to do
honest
he tried to do
conversation.
he
Yeah,
tried to do an executive order. How'd that work
and
out
see, Tabor, your
for
Certain
permit,
birthright
things
citizenship?
don't
we,
always work, bro.
your
Well, you just said
permit,
he can do whatever you want. He can't do
yeah,
whatever
You
you want.
can, bro.
He
no,
can't.
you
Well, he
can't.
tried, and how'd that work out? How's that a birthright
Yeah,
Okay,
citizenship
so
executive
he
order?
lost
How's
that
that
one.
work out?
but
He
All right.
hold on, we had to
honest.
do it, and we had to do this all the time. We do, Tabor.
I'm
You
listening.
cannot have a permissive attitude about criminals. They just can't do it.
Everything
Why?
ain't criminal, bro.
You just said what they were saying.
It's
That
a, it's
stuff's
a,
criminal.
it's a
You
gray area. That's why they get away with it, bro.
no,
I
no,
always say that all the
no,
time, bro.
no, no.
America is a gray area.
If I'm at a job and somebody gets hurt and all the people at the job say, we want to collect some money. They say, where they live. I say, I don't want to put their address out. I do have it right here. I'm the supervisor. They said, so we collected $500 and we need to get it to them. Okay, I'll take it to them. Give me the money. They gave it to me. Hey, don't worry about it. And God
You never
bless
took it.
them and all of that. And then I take the money and I go to the strip club or I go to the casino. But I got the money, right? They gave it to me, but I never did what I was supposed to. You don't want to be around people like that, DeBoer.
You wouldn't know that. Nobody knew that their boss was going to do that.
DeBoer, they
Nobody
do
knew
find. I've been in that situation, and you do find out. You know how you find out, DeBoer? That person, it might be a month. That person eventually finds out that you guys collected money. He's like, "What are you talking about?" Or she's like, "What are you talking about?" Yeah, we raised $500. We're just trying to help you for the next month. So I ain't getting no $500. Why ain't made the supervisor never? Nobody came down there.
So what happened? Let me ask you, Platt, being that you said you've been a part of something like that, right? So what happened to the person that took the money?
They fired him.
It was worth it to him at the time?
No, it was inappropriate and wrong. And you would trust. We trust ourselves. We trust our fellow man. So we don't want to live where we don't trust our fellow man. And what he did was wrong, man. Look, I'm sorry, man. Take the trace the man, give him his 500. You want it, or find somebody else to do it. Say, this is too much temptation for me. Have somebody
$500.
else do it, or have the business take to the next level. Give it to somebody ahead of you in the company with the, hey, can we mail this to him? Or I need to go get a money order, something like that. But no, you don't do that, man. And then say I'm gonna do it because I can. You don't do nothing like that, man.
And I'm hearing you, right? I was watching American Greed yesterday, right, in the hotel room, and they was talking about some lawman in New Jersey, how they was robbing people for glasses or something. Like they stole like $15 million worth of product, and he lost his pension 2 days before. People just do stuff like that.
And they should not
Who
do
am
those
I to
things.
stop it? I would say
So
that
should they be punished when they do something like that,
if they get
or
caught, I
should they
guess.
be rewarded?
If they get caught, I guess,
I'm
because
asking
that's what
you.
it's
Should
about.
they? You personally, do you
I
believe they should
just
be
said what I
punished?
said. If
Okay,
they
so
get caught, I've said that three
if
times,
they
bro.
get if they get caught, they should be punished.
Cause that's the way America works, bro. You can be
Hold
Okay,
up,
that's
they
nice and
fine.
just
act
they
like.
had
Go
a
ahead.
dude. They just had a guy, a man. He had a heart attack. While he was having his heart attack, the security, local people showed up. All of a sudden, a person came through the crowd and say, "That's my uncle," and they like, "Oh, help my uncle, help my uncle." And they was going through it. He said, "Well, I'll take his stuff." They gave that person his phone, his wallet, his keys. Turns out they don't know who that person was.
Did
Ran
he get
off with
away?
his ran off with his stuff. He went to the well, hold up. That just reminded me of something. I went to the hospital one time, man. Motherfucker hit me for $300.
See,
300. I
listen,
had 300. I had 300 in my wallet. I looked at my wallet. My wallet was flat. And I told the people about it. I said, man, who got my money? So that's what I mean. No, Tabor, the world is full of bad people, but you're not, the way you say it, you don't acknowledge that they're bad people. You're trying to make it seem like they just anybody else, and they're not.
anybody could do that, bro. I told you before, good people do bad things, and bad people
They're,
do good things,
where they
bro.
wouldn't be
It's
good
just true.
people. No, they wouldn't be good people. But we got to do business up here. What's up with you, do business?
What up, do business?
Man, what's good with you, to boy and Plat and the other
Mhm.
brother on the family? Man, y'all people in
What's
the
up? What's
chat
up?
room, stay off the homie to boy, man. Y'all stay
It's
off.
all right. They can be on my top. I'm good. I stand on this business.
Nah, man. I mean, I just caught the show, so I'm not really that well versed on the topic right now. So I'm gonna just keep listening, like to jump in on the conversation. But nah, Platinum man, I wanted to. I'm so glad you live right now, dog. I wanted to holler at you right quick, man. I'm in Jacksonville, down in Florida,
Mm.
and I saw this chick, man. I was in the truck stop buying some gloves, and this chick came in. I'm talking about she had some blonde hair, but
Mhm.
she don't look like a white chick, and she looked like she was like a light skinned black chick or maybe
Mhm.
mixed or something. But
Mhm.
she said she wanted to put some commissary or something for some dude in
Mm.
prison or something, whatever. But I was just looking at the bit. I said, this mother is fine as hell. Cause
Uh-oh.
hey, dog, it was these two other truck driver dudes. I think they work for UPS or something.
I'm gonna tell you right now. No, hold on. I'll stop you right now. If a woman was made like that and she talking about some jail dude, ain't no way. I would have went to jail trying to get her number.
Dog.
I went to jail. No, and nothing would have stopped. I don't even know how. I get it, being shy, intimidated, but a woman like that, there. Why would you be intimidated by a woman who's putting money on some thug's books?
I
Now
couldn't even say nothing to her because she was
I
talking to
don't
the
know why. I would have said, whatever I want. I'm telling, I would have been like, yo, let's do something.
dog, man, on everything. I wish I could have brought her back to this truck and
Let me
laid
take
her
you out.
ass down.
I
I'm
don't know about
telling
that,
you,
but
that nigga.
let me take you out. I mean, I want to get to know you.
Woo! Shit, that motherfucker was so fine. I was just sitting up there looking at it, and the other dudes they were laughing at me and shit. But the cashier ladies, I don't even know if they was paying me any attention. But as soon as she came about I turned to the left. I said, I just started staring at the. I couldn't even stop looking at her.
Well,
They was paying
do
attention.
business. The easiest women to make a pass ad or a play ad is like women who go in liquor stores. It's like you guys, if you guys feel the same way about that, ain't the same thing. They're not going to reject. Now, if you're a fool, yeah, you're going to be rejected. But if you're a decent dude with a respectable delivery, they're not going to reject you.
And she was petite too, man. Like she had a nice little booty on her. I could tell it was
Yeah,
natural.
but do
No
business.
BBL.
We ain't really going down that.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to. I just had to holler at y'all about that. I know.
You
It
should
be
have
like
got it
that at the
though.
truck stop,
You
though.
should have went ahead and made.
Oh man, I just wanted
Uh,
to holler at y'all. But yeah, y'all go ahead, man. I'm gonna
uh,
chime in.
They got a few in Florida like that, the truck stops that work there. I didn't see them.
Nah, she don't work there. She just came in. She was a sight to see, my nigga.
but y'all got to step your game up, man. All men. I ain't got nothing against the thugs if that's what you want to do, but you guys shouldn't even. A woman should know that there's no competition between you and a guy who's choosing to live his life in and out of jail. So, so there you go. I'm just saying. I don't know why you should have made a play, but you didn't.
Well, I mean,
So
it was bad timing, man. You know.
ain't no bad time, and it's right there. I'll get out of line.
Yeah, you probably would.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch you at the door. But
Ooh,
that's
my God.
fine. Do business. That's fine. Y'all don't really care, and they can do that.
Yeah,
Flat
yeah,
said that
yeah.
line go be there. I'll come back to it.
I bet you would have
It's
played.
not the same, man. It's not if you in the airport traveling. There's a beautiful woman there. It's a different type of approach. That's a different approach.
Yeah, I was at the airport today. I can't stand airports, man. Too controlled. I hate them places.
Oh, they all right with
You ain't
me.
got your TWIC card?
Yeah, I got a twit card. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get your TSA pre-check. You go walk through the line. Ain't gotta wait for no long.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, big dog. Yeah, surprise. That whole hour, 2 hour line, you walk right in front of everybody. You on clear.
Mm,
Be looking at
damn,
them.
I didn't
I'm
know
telling
that.
you, I do it all the time. You welcome.
Yeah, thanks for
Anyhow,
the info. Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're talking about the voters. Trump will be up in the next 15 minutes.
Hmm.
You don't have to watch it. Wait an hour, and then you can get the little 15 1 minute little highlights of what he does. And he's our president, man. And but like Tabor said, he got voted in. So whether we agree with him or not, he's our president. So this is something else for me, man.
Yep.
It's like, wow.
Every
I
day
like
in America.
I like a president who doesn't act the way he acts.
So what you talking about with this black dude? Because I seen him.
Oh, he's gonna challenge his election.
So he's running for president.
No, he's a senator now. Trump's gonna, from what's been said, Trump's gonna attack him and the other guy, saying that they shouldn't be sitting senators.
What? Why would he do that?
because it helps them in the 2028 election, helps the Republicans.
So the
Yeah,
dude is a Democrat or something. He must be a Democrat.
Yeah,
probably so. Yeah, he ain't on the red team, so
Yeah. Yeah, that sound about right.
and it's
I
red
mean, I
meat.
don't really think Trump should win anymore. I mean, he already been in there twice, right?
No, you can't run again.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the
So
midterm.
Well, let him tell it you can, but if
Unless he
you
changes
go
the
by the
law.
Constitution or anything else,
This is the midterm.
that's not a law that you can change. So I don't know why you're laughing.
And you know what? He's going
Amendment.
after. He's going after
You don't
these
know.
two senators.
I do.
These
know.
are these two senators. I don't know if Lindsey Graham's sister can vote. I don't know. That's DEI. What happened by him giving that position to her. But with Mitch McConnell, maybe he's figuring I got to even the ranks.
Well,
So
Mitch
he
McConnell is out of here, so that dude ain't.
so he's basically trying to he's trying to revoke them from being senators so they don't be a threat to him. Because I mean, what is the
he
election
can't
coming up in what 2028 or something?
Well,
he can't
midterms is coming up in November
Okay,
this year.
okay.
he can't remove them from office, but
Make it
by them
hard.
being senators up there, he can make it hard for them to do stuff because by him challenging them, they have to deal with their reputation and they all up there together. So and people and it's a snake pit. They looking for something to knock the other person off the throne. So Trump knows what he's doing.
If he
Unfortunately,
had,
you
Well,
know.
his the people around him know what he's doing. He don't really know much.
Oh,
of
is
it
that
yet.
a wait? Is that
it
an
don't matter.
example of a dumb guy who has a bunch of smart people around him?
Yeah, that's an example
The
for sure.
president.
That's for sure an example.
The
That's my
president.
popular vote though.
You know what? The only politician to me is Rubio.
Rubio's good.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
would
serious.
consider voting for Rubio.
But look. You see how smart Rubio is.
Yeah,
He
Rubio's
lets
smart.
Trump. He's watching Trump do all of that, but he's still maintaining his standing. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
won't. He's not getting in the mud with Trump.
JD Vance is trying to distance himself. I think yesterday or sometime one of these past few days, he came out with that interview and he was like, the way we handled the so and so files was a mistake, and the only reason we're in Israel is trying to keep us in like an endless war with Iran or something like that. So he's trying to distance himself from the stuff that the voters are turning on Trump for.
He want to be president one day.
Yeah, he's a little snake. He always doing, he's always flip-flopping. First Trump was America's so and so. And now he's
I mean, honestly though, on the real though, I mean, I would love to see a black man, become the president. You know what I'm saying? Like a brother from around the way. I would like to see that.
Well, who you have in mind?
You mean a non-biracial, 100% full-blooded Negro?
That's crazy, man. Ain't nothing wrong with us.
Yeah,
folk.
the dude from around the way. You know what I'm saying?
He's
Yeah.
gotta get elected. He's got to get elected. See, that's what I mean. Like, you can say that, but America has to be comfortable enough with him that they'll elect him. And then when you say like Obama was mixed, that gave Obama a certain advantage because of he was mixed, so he was comfortable. You talking about a foundational Black American who's from here, slave? Oh, because that's what Rush Limbaugh used to talk about, slave blood. You gotta understand, man. Politics is very wicked. So as
Very messy.
as they start to ride to ranks, they're gonna start questioning them. And see, this is what happens. By the black people be like, well, why can't he support us? He gonna be like, I can't. Well, what about what happened here? How can you gonna lead America and you showing favoritism? And that's when people start losing faith. But there's no way you can. It's not enough. Black said 40 million. Latino, it's more Latinos. You cannot. A black person can't run like that. A black person can't run. 100% for black people. They just couldn't get. They don't have the votes for that.
Ain't enough.
They can't.
Right. We ain't got the numbers.
You can't think like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I just want to see a black man become the president.
I think part of the issue is that the community demands it. Like what Platt is saying, I agree with 100%. But then we're on YouTube and it's like, oh well, what did Kamala Harris say she was going to do specifically for the black community, or all these things, and then it goes back to what he said. Like you can't just sit here and be like, oh, I'm only going to do this, or I'm gonna target this one base that's only 13% of the vote if all of them voted, which the voting is low in the black community, and expect to win. And you can't expect that out of a politician whose job is to represent their constituents, or the entire country.
Yeah. It also depends on what party they belong to too. So it's like, man, that political stuff is. I mean, it's a part of our country. I mean, I just don't like it, man, because like I said, they always bias, so either they're going to be Democrat or Republican. So it's like, man, that makes me feel like you're really not for the people unless they're part of your party. So, I mean, that's just my take on it,
Well, I blame Fannie Willis and her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Because if they wouldn't have done that, they would actually had a hearing on that phone call.
Couldn't keep it in her pants. Fucking.
Ain't that something, man? Yeah. A lot of I guess she wanted a boyfriend, man.
She pathetic too, and she could. And man, that case with Young Thug.
Well, no. She had to let him go. No. I can see exactly where she was going. People started turning on her for that case, and she's like, my job is to protect you guys. This guy is a bad guy. But
Man,
the people now let him free him, free him. You know, she know what her opponent got in. The first thing I'm gonna do is free Young Thug. First thing I'm gonna do is free. You know what she said? Let him out.
nah. So she was messing that case up way before then. They didn't have the evidence. Like how
No.
you, it was obvious they didn't have what they needed to have. And I don't even agree, I don't really agree with Rico's for gang crime. To be honest, like I think that's not what Ricos are intended for. But yeah, like
For the mob.
yeah, like the mob, or like if someone is influencing like the one of the branches of the government, like they're paying off judges and stuff and paying off cops, then you're like, yeah, we can get into it. But you trying to hit someone with a RICO because they're doing shootings to another gang or whatever. Like I'm not really for that. But yeah,
gangs are organized crime.
I don't disagree, but I just don't think that's what
Well,
I don't think that what the RICO should be used for. I think it should be bigger than that, because if it's just anything that's organized, then it's like, okay, so any block in any city that maybe they rep their block, now they're organized crime and they can all get hit with a RICO, and so can their families, because their families also, they let them live with them, and now they're going to be, their phone communications are going to be tapped and all this other stuff. Like I don't like that.
That's America. That's the way it works.
It doesn't work like that,
I
because
guess.
this was like, otherwise it would be happening more often.
And they got plenty of people that have it.
Okay, sure, if you say so. I don't know any street levelers that got hit with RICO.
No, it didn't. Ain't no need to talk about
Do
it.
you know any street levelers that got hit with a RICO?
It don't even matter.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah.
can't
Everything
talk
don't
about
matter
it.
with you. Anytime someone asks you for evidence of something that don't matter, or just because it doesn't
I know.
exist,
That's
doesn't
the
mean it's
way
not
it
true. It's kind of
works.
purposeless talking to you.
I guess.
But random. Are you a liberal?
No, I'm probably more conservative.
A conservative who wants to protect gangs?
I'm not protecting gangs. I think they should still be charged. I just don't think that RICO is the avenue to do it.
Well, they don't really do that like that. I'm saying you do see it on news because they don't.
Okay,
get
so
it.
we're in the same boat. I just
Yeah.
think that she overcharged. The RICO shouldn't be used in that situation. Should have been something else, and she also didn't have the evidence, and that's why he got off. Yeah, your own star witness was going against you. You didn't even like. Come on, what are we doing now?
See, that's what I'm saying, man.
And she let him go. No. And she saw
She didn't
that-
have a choice. His co-defendant didn't get let go. He took it all the way to trial, to the sentencing, and they found him not guilty. So no, it wasn't because she let him go. It's because they didn't have the evidence, and their star witness was also working against him.
So you support Trump, the brother that said you are conservative. You support Trump. So you're on the Republican side.
Trump's not a conservative.
Well, he's a Republican, right?
Yeah, but just because sure. He claims to be a Republican.
That's what I'm saying. See, that's the confusion that I have with politics. It's like everyone has their own agenda.
You don't have to be just because someone. First, I said I lean conservative, more conservative than liberal. But just because you're a conservative doesn't make you a Republican. Like there's plenty of conservative Democrats. That's what Joe Manchin.
But that doesn't make any sense, though, brother. How could you not be?
Because Republican is a literal party platform. Like you can look up GOP on Google and go to their party platform, and these are the things they stand for.
I got you, but most conservatives identify as Republican. That's just most of them.
Yes, I agree.
So I mean,
He moving in the gray area right now.
My name is. I know you guys can't see my name. My name is a random independent. So by my name, I am in the gray area because some things I'm more right.
Okay, so you're a conservative, independent, voter. Is that what you're saying?
I typically think that the left usually has a better handle on a lot of the social issues, but I think that unless economically, I'm more right. Like I'm more like capitalism, X, Y, and Z is the solution, versus on the left, obviously, it's going to be like these are the social issues and the government is the answer, and socialism is the answer, and I'm not for that. I'm more for personal freedom and capitalism. So, but I agree with a lot of the social issues that I brought up.
You can't stay. You can't stand on anything. You have to stand on something. See, that's what I'm saying. So if you're gonna be an independent, then just be an independent.
Give me something that you want me to stand on, and I'll give you my answer for it.
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Can I say the A word up here?
Your thoughts are your thoughts. What I'm saying is that if you're gonna be an independent, then just be an independent. So you can't be an independent and a conservative I mean, yeah, and a
Yes,
conservative,
you can.
and
Independent is just someone that's not in one of the party. Independent, I guess technically, I think there's an independent party, but independent just means you're not part of the. Generally speaking, colloquially, it's just not part of the Democrats or the Republicans. It has
then
nothing
there's
to
no
do with.
need
It
for you
has
to
nothing.
call yourself a conservative or a liberal.
Well, someone
That's
asked
what I'm
me
trying to tell you.
somebody asked me if I was, so I just said I lean more towards the right. I'm more conservative.
Depends on who you around.
Well, all right, so who does it depend on? Because I'm
I
on
don't know.
YouTube a lot.
Depends on
I
who
can,
you're around.
Okay, so give you an example because I'm on YouTube pretty frequently. So there's videos of me on YouTube, and you can go
Okay,
find
no,
them.
no, no.
I'll give you $1,000 if you can
Hold up.
show
It's
us
not
I
about
just
where
what
I
you
don't get it,
changed
man.
myself. Yeah,
I
I'll give you
just don't
It's not
get it,
about
man.
$1,000.
what I think, bro. You
Okay,
just
I know it's
said
not
you
what you
move in the
think.
gray area.
I'll give
Hold
you
You
up.
said it.
Hold
$1,000
up.
if you can
Hold up.
show us where my position
Bro,
changes based on
Hold
who I'm
up.
around.
Hold up. Hold up. We're more than welcome to help you, brother. Where's this at? Right this, right here. It's the guy. So, you want to put out your YouTube channel?
No, I don't have videos on my YouTube. I said I'm in,
Oh,
like I'm on people's channels. But yeah,
okay. I got
I've been on. I mean, I don't know if people are gonna know the names, but Sean Bracey's,
you.
Izzy Bands,
Mhm.
Q Butters a few times.
Okay.
Who's the dude I was just on? I was talking about basketball though, so I don't think that really counts.
Mhm.
Q
Damn, I don't
butter.
remember.
That's that Sinetta stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
been on a few.
Well, we
There's plenty of
actually
videos out
were.
there of me
Okay.
talking.
I got
I'm
you.
pretty
I
damn
got you.
consistent. So, but if you have a question about where I stand on something, I can stand on it. But don't ask me just because I say I lean more conservative or if I have an ideology that is kind of between both. Because if let's say liberals say, hey, civil rights is an issue, the black community is oppressed by the system X, Y, and Z, and I agree
Hmm.
with that. But then they're like, oh, the black community is oppressed by the government, so let's give the government more power. And so I say I'm not really for that. I'm more for the personal freedom, and I recognize that historically speaking, the government has been used to oppress minority communities, especially the black community. So I'm not for that. I just agree that they have been oppressive, but let's go this route instead, which leans more towards conservative. What do you think someone should call themselves if they have that ideology?
I wouldn't represent any party. If like
Which
I
is why
said,
it's called independent.
well, that's what I'm trying. That's where you confuse me. It's going to continue to confuse me when you say you lean more towards the right when it comes to certain things, but then you can come back and say, well, you're lean towards the left when it comes to, the social issues. That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah,
have to stand on something. You
Well,
yeah, I
have
do.
no,
to.
no,
I stand on
no.
plenty, but the fact that you think that the only two, you think that these parties have been the same, or that these are the only two ideologies in America, the entire 250-year history of the United States, or do
Well,
you think they have fluctuated
that.
in that? And 50 years ago, being a
Mhm.
liberal meant one thing, and being a conservative meant another thing, and then the Whig Party was different than both of them, and all these
Well,
things.
that's what
Like
I'm saying.
it
Just
changes, right?
okay. Just
And
think
so
about it, right?
so just because I've been like, I could sit down and I could write it out and be like, okay, I'm gonna call the ideology that I believe in this, and that's what I'm gonna call myself. It's no different than what I'm saying right now. It's still
Well,
standing on
with that
something.
type of mentality, then there's no need for politics. If the government or
Yeah, I don't
any
think anybody should
person,
be a part of a party. I don't think
that's
anybody
what I'm
should be a part
saying.
of.
If
I'm
a
with you on
person
that.
can't stand on their beliefs, right, or their
Do
But it is
business.
principles,
standing on
Do
beliefs.
business.
go
Now
ahead, go ahead.
you can say random independent, right? But actually, what I would say is an independent conservative. So what he's saying is he has conservative leanings, but he's not a conservative. I'm an independent conservative. If there are people out there who are independent liberals, they have that's when when that party, you don't really align up with that party. And I would say a lot of black people are independent liberals because there's a lot about the Democratic Party they don't agree with. They're not liberals.
I got you, but I'm saying everybody has their own mentality. So if people can't come together on one common cause, then it's going to cause confusion. So you got all these people that believe, like you said, independent, liberals or whatever, or independent conservatives. Well, you don't know what everybody is thinking in their head. So that's what I'm saying. It's gonna stay confusing to me because ain't nobody standing on nothing. You
That's
you
fair.
you can't serve two masters.
Well,
It's
that's because
impossible.
I think
In
you believe
America, you
in a
can.
mob mentality, right? Like if you asked, hey, what is your stance on this issue? I can give you my stance. Whether it's going to be the same stance as somebody else is irrelevant to me. It's my stance on the thing, and I'm going to stand on it, right? But that may not be the stance that the Democrats as a party platform hold, or the Republicans as a party platform hold.
And
And
that's
I
the
don't
reason
care.
why I'll never vote again, because this politics stuff is insane. I'll
Well,
never vote again because it don't make no sense.
I think you're looking for perfection where
Well,
you're
it's
never going to have
moving the
perfection,
grid.
right? You're not going to have a politician that you
Well, that's
agree
the
with
way they
on
come
everything.
across. They supposed
I
to be
don't
for
think
the
so.
people and have all these high
Yeah,
positions, right?
but there's never been in any country ever any representative that was able to represent every single thing
That's
that their
brainwashing, man.
constituents.
That's
It's
no
not
different than someone
brainwashing.
joining a cult.
No, it's not different than a cult. Like, let's say there's 5 of us on here, right? Let's say one of us wants to run for something.
Mm-hmm.
All of us are going to have disagreements with that one person running for something. It doesn't. If we talked about basketball right now, we would all have disagreements on certain things. I think Kobe is the GOAT. People are going to say MJ. Other people are going to say LeBron. Like, we all have
We know
disagreements, and if
Jordan
that,
is.
Well, see, even that doesn't
all
make
right,
any
man,
sense
see,
because
no,
Michael
no, no,
Jordan
no,
would
no,
tell
no,
you
no,
that
no,
there's
no, no,
no
no, no.
such thing as a GOAT. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's my
That's
point.
confusing.
All right,
You're
that's fine.
right
That's
about
fine.
that. You're
New
right.
business.
I
New
didn't
business.
want to get into
New
it. I
business.
just
No, you're right. No, you're right. I agree with that.
New business. What you got against him, man? Because it seems like to me you're going in on him.
No, I'm listening to the brother, but like I said,
can you
I
give
can't
me an
take
example
anyone
of something I'm
serious that
not
don't
standing
stand
my
on
ground?
something. Like, I mean,
Trying to say, boy,
that's anyone that I'm talking. If you can't stand on something,
came up
then
here
I
to
can't
say
take you serious.
you came up here to save your friend Tabor.
I appreciate you, because he letting you cook right now.
Do
Go
you
ahead.
think that
Nah,
the only way to
man.
stand on something is to call yourself a Democrat or Republican? Is that the only way to stand on something?
Yes,
Yeah,
because
is it
that's the only thing that
okay?
the people recognize. Either you're gonna be a liberal or conservative, and I already know what
No, it's
that type
not.
of
There's
mean.
plenty of there's progressives, there's reacenaries, there's
Whatever you
Republicans,
want to
there's the
call
Green
it.
Party.
If that's what you call
There's not whatever
yourself,
you.
then
There's a whole bunch
stand
of
on it. That's all
there's
I'm
a whole,
saying.
but
If you're Republican,
all
be
those things I
Republican.
mentioned, all those things I just mentioned are just a compilation of ideals, and people that subscribe to those ideals or that ideology or whatever, they typically don't agree with every single thing that that party or that ideology says.
Then they fake. Then they're
They're
not
not fake.
real with
That's
it.
just a fact. That's just how it is across the board. It
Man, you
doesn't matter who it
cannot
is.
do.
It doesn't matter who it is.
Boys gonna sway,
If
bro.
if the
They gonna
only way
sway.
you'll find someone that believes in everything that they say, everything that party or whatever says, is if they have blind loyalty. If they have no criticism of it whatsoever. If you believe everything that a party says, and you don't ever say, oh, actually, I don't really agree with that. I don't agree with the way they're doing it. You have blind loyalty, and you're just
That's what I'm trying to tell you, brother. There's no need for you to claim a party if you're not gonna go all in. That's
I
what I'm
didn't claim
trying
a
to tell
party.
you.
I agree that people shouldn't. First of all, I don't agree with claiming a party. So I don't. I think people should vote based off of the issues, not on someone being a part of a certain party. You shouldn't be
You
about.
only
You shouldn't be
have
voting
two
on the
choices,
like the
brother.
ticket voting. No, you
You
don't.
only have two choices. When I went to vote, they only asked me, you want to vote Republican or Democrat? And the
And which
times I
one,
voted Republican.
that's fine. One, which I think is an issue. Two, that's not the only way. In a general election, you can vote. Let's say, for example, I live in North Carolina. We vote for Supreme Court justices, direct vote. Some you can vote Republican, some you can vote, and also not just, I think also district court and stuff like that for the federal level. I voted Republican, I think, on the district court, but for my Supreme Court, I voted Democrat. So no, you can. It's not just one way or the other. You can, when you get your ballot in the general election, you can vote whichever way you want,
Because that's why
and you
I'm
can
not
vote
ever voting
multiple
again,
different
because I
ways. You
was
can vote.
ignorant. Because I didn't know
No,
everything that Republicans stood on. See, when Donald Trump started talking about, cops can get immunity and all this kind of stuff, then I was like, I thought Donald Trump was coming into the presidency as like a business type dude that was really trying to make America great again. But when he started talking like that, oh no, nigga, I can't support no stuff like that. Talking
well,
about
I'm
some
happy.
cops can get
Gotta
immunity?
make it great
Yeah,
for
I'm
No.
happy I'm happy you changed your view on that. I'm sad that you believed him in the first place, but
Yeah, Trump will
shit
say
happens.
anything, man.
Oh no. Nah, I ain't
But
rocking with that.
I'm still, because I feel like saying someone's not going to stand on something is kind of an attack on character, and I just want people to stand on what they say. So, give me an example of give me an issue that you think I haven't stood on or that I should stand on, and I'll give you my opinion on it.
You just told me, brother. You said that you're
Just give me an example.
independent.
No, just give me an example. Like we can.
I
don't know if
just
you can say the A
you
word up
gave
here,
yourself
you
the
can say about
example. You
vaccines,
just
you
told
can
me
say
that you're an
about-
independent
That's fine, but
conservative,
give
right?
me an issue. Yeah, give me an issue.
There is. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm listening to what you're saying, bro. I'm just keeping it 100. I don't
For
know what you're
example,
talking about.
the Iran war
You
would be an
just
issue.
told me that you're
Where
an
do you stand?
independent
Where do you
conservative. That
stand on the
means
Iran?
that you can't stand on something.
That's fine.
Simple as
That's
that.
fine. That's
He said he
that's an
moved in
issue
the
with the way
gray
you
area.
think. That's not, it's not objective, right? Like Iran
Okay,
It
war,
what's
makes
the
no
vote?
sense to me.
that is an issue.
That's crazy.
Well, that's
It
because
makes no sense.
That's because you're a party voter rather than an issue voter,
All
right?
right,
You
man.
said when you voted all Republican. You didn't think
You
about
got
any
it,
of the
bro.
issues. You didn't think about
Hey,
how anybody was thinking about anything. You
because
just
I'm
said,
not trying
"Hey,
to
if it's
take over the
Republican,
show,
I'm gonna
man.
vote
You
all
got it,
No,
though.
Republican."
hold on.
I'm
You
not
could
going to
be
argue with you over there. I respect you,
hold
though.
on. Hold on, Dubin. You could be an independent liberal, okay? In the sense you don't agree with liberals and the LGBT stuff. You don't agree with that. You say, hey, I'm a Christian, and
Right.
it's a lot of stuff they do, but overall, I'm gonna vote for them, but I'm really not a Democrat or a liberal. I'm an independent.
Then you fake.
And wait a minute, and if another party like the Republican Party, if they make me a better offer, I'll go that way. But you
That's
say
fake, man. That's
The
fake.
gray
okay,
area.
Okay. Or do
okay.
you call yourself a Christian?
Yeah, I
Ah,
got to because I was raised a Christian. Yeah, I
Okay. Do
got
you
to.
believe everything that's in the? Do you agree with everything that's in the Bible?
Well, I mean, there's no need to question the Bible. I can if I want to, but
No,
there's no need
that's
for
not
me to
about
do that.
questioning. It's about, do you agree with everything? So, for example, do you think? Oh, I don't know if I can say something.
Hmm,
What words can I say?
don't say it. Don't say it.
I
I'll
might
give
as
you.
well,
I'll
bro.
give
I
you.
might
I'll
as well
give you.
believe in everything. I might as
I'll give
well.
you. I'll give you one. With the Jonah and the whale.
Hmm.
I'll give you that one. No, that's one because this person has believed that happened.
I was going to think more on the moral level, but that's a good scientific example of something that
Well, it's in the Bible. I'm saying, do you
Yeah,
believe it?
I was going to say more like
Didn't nobody survive getting swallowed by a whale.
But that's what I'm saying. It makes no sense to debate the Bible thing because the Bible got
It
a
makes
lot of
sense
good
because
things in it.
you call yourself, but okay, so just like party platforms can have a lot of good things in it, but you choose to
Well,
treat the Bible
the
up.
religion
You
is
choose
not
to treat.
politics, sir.
That's fine. But you just said you're fake or you're whatever because you don't believe in everything that the party says. So therefore, when you take the Bible, for example, or religion, Christianity
That's a
as a
bad
whole,
example, sir.
and you treat it like a buffet where you pick and choose what you want to believe and what you want to take to
Because
heart.
most
That is
Christians
also
don't do
being a
that.
fake Christian. Thank you. And most people that claim to be Democrat or Republican don't subscribe to every single thing that their party says.
Well, you can't get mad at me because I say it's fake when that's what I
I'm not
see.
mad at you. I'm just showing the hypocrisy.
There ain't no hypocrisy. I mean, you cannot bring religion and politics. There's two
Okay,
different topics, man.
All right.
You can't even mix it.
Hey,
Religion is about
it makes
spirituality
it all the
and your
time. What are you
soul
talking
and all that
about?
kind of stuff.
You can't. Don't. You got to maintain your temper and stuff. There's no reason to
Oh
talk.
no! I ain't mad at the brother. No, he cool. I respect him. No,
He can be what he want to be. How about that? It's a free country.
It's 2026. That's right. You can
absolutely.
be whatever you want to be.
They were saying that in '95, man. And
Hey, do
Absolutely.
business. Hey, do business. I got
Yeah.
a quick question. So do you believe that if somebody is on a particular party, let's say they Republican or Democrat, do you believe that they have to be with it 100%? They can't have no disagreements if they vote that party?
No, because it makes no sense for you to vote for that party if you're going to disagree with it. It don't even make sense.
So
But then
You cannot
again,
question because you don't have the
man
right to
on it.
question. You don't have a right to question anything because it's like you're not the head chief in charge of that party. So if that's the dude that you're rolling with or the politician that you're rolling with, you got to go with everything that they're doing because it makes no sense to vote for them in the first place. Why would I vote for something or vote a party and then question it? That don't even make sense. Why
That
not
makes
just
sense.
not vote at all?
well, no, what I mean by that is you vote for a particular party, but at the same time, you got some questions in the way that some of them move. Like it's like, okay, I agree most of it, but I don't agree all of it because there's some mistakes that's going on that looks like it's going to screw us up in the long run, and I got questions. So, do you believe that somebody should just keep their mouth shut if they vote for a particular party?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
You have no right to question anything because you don't work for the government. You're just a voter. So just vote and have a nice day.
But that's not
yeah,
how.
but the government works for you. So why wouldn't you
Yeah.
question what the government is doing?
Yeah.
But you don't work for the government.
But
because the government works.
They
for
work
you.
for the people. They work for the people. That's what the government is supposed to do.
Okay, whatever you want to believe. All I'm trying to tell you is that
Okay.
Real talk.
you have no
Hey,
power to change anything if you don't work for them. So if
You
that's
have,
who you
yeah, you
voted for, you
do.
got to
That
accept
you vote
everything
them
that
out.
comes with it. It's
Wait,
the
hold
same
on,
thing.
hold
Like,
on. So,
I'll give you a
wait,
prime
hold on.
example. It's the
How
same.
did Roe v. Wade get overturned?
I don't know nothing about that, but listen to what I'm
Okay,
saying.
all right.
It's
Oh,
the
it got
same
overturned
thing.
by people voting for. Hold on, it
yeah,
got overturned because
but
people
yeah.
voted for Trump, and Trump put in 2 Supreme Court justices during his term because the senators during Obama's term refused to allow him to seat a justice, and so Trump got 2 or 3, I think just 2 though, in his first term, and he put them both in. And when the Roe v. Wade, the case came back to them, they overturned it and put it back down on the states. So yes,
Okay.
voting does matter. So I'm
I
tired
never
of people
said it didn't matter, but what I'm
but you did.
saying is
You
that
said there's nothing that people can do unless they work for the government. Voting is something you can do, and it will change the outcome of certain things. If Obama was allowed to seat,
but that's
people
only
had
if they
voted,
approve it, though. They have to approve it. Just because you
that's
vote,
what
that don't mean
representative.
nothing.
That's what a
And other
representative
people gotta
democracy
act it
is. You
out.
vote. That's what representative democracy is. You vote for a representative who then enacts things.
But
I
people gotta
understand what you're
carry that
saying,
out
bro.
though.
I got you.
Yeah. Look, man, we gonna go ahead and shut this down. I thought I wouldn't be interested in this thing. I'm gonna peek over there, and
see what the foolishness is.
yeah. Look, like the stream, man. Like, support, subscribe. Welcome, random, independent, or independent conservative, and we'll continue this. Mike, appreciate you, Mike Tabor.
Anytime.
We'll continue this again at a later date. So,
Go support your president, bro.
Yeah, thank y'all. Thank y'all for having me.
okay,
Y'all be
brother.
safe. Y'all be
Take
safe.
care. Take care, bro.
Take it easy. Be all right.